guess I'll see if this works to get y'all up in here. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Uh, Man, I'm gonna start just doing this sometimes, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't really got a topic tonight, man. So y'all just get up in here, talk about whatever the fuck y'all want to talk about. I don't really even care if it's the Falcons or shit. You can talk about, whatever the fuck is going on over in the Middle East right now, or we can talk about whatever's going on in the news. What's the big story right now? Fucking Michael Jackson movie, shit. We can talk about whatever y'all want. Y'all want to talk about the fucking NBA? We can talk about that. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, man. Just hit the link. Yo, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
Sure, I just living. I got some time, so man, we can talk about whatever the fuck we can talk about the Falcons or not. I don't care.
Yeah, it's my first time doing this.
Oh yes, sir. Hey, we appreciate y'all tapping the link, and it all still applies too. Y'all know to hit up the Cash App, and y'all know to like and subscribe and comment and share out, and y'all know to hit that link. But yeah, man, what's going on with you?
Hold on for a second.
People should be able to hear you now. Actually, what you doing? You out there smoking a cigarette?
Something stronger. Ooh, wee.
Hey, it's been raining like
We
hell
can't
these
talk
past
about
few
these
days.
Falcons.
Shoot, hey,
You said what?
we can talk about the Falcons. You want to talk? We can talk about the Falcons. Shoot, they was out there today. Looks like they got two out there with the first team. They say Penix isn't cleared for 11 on 11 yet.
Yeah, I heard that. Said he can play 7-on-7.
Yeah, he can't take a hit yet though. It's all good. But hey, he gonna have to get hit eventually. They're gonna have to let him get hit eventually. See if he can get back up. Hey, look. No matter how long they let his ass recover, the only thing that's really going to even recover him to begin with is the first time he just gets popped when he gets back up on that field. That's what's going to determine what he's made of and if he can still go.
Yeah, that means he got to play in the preseason.
Yeah.
Still can't believe that. Raheem. Oh, God.
Well, they're going to be playing in preseason now. They're gonna be playing them all in preseason. Hey man, you in Georgia?
Nah, I'm in Delaware right now. I'm a Florida boy.
Oh, okay. All right. Shoot, you in Delaware? Okay. But yeah, man. Hey, it's been raining like hell here these past few days.
Around here, too.
Shoot.
It was just like storming earlier. And I'm outside walking and it's dry as hell.
Mm. What's it like up there in Delaware?
A little bit of city, a little bit of country.
Man, yeah, it ain't like fucking Atlanta though. I can guarantee you that.
Oh nah, not at all. Delaware got their own style.
Shit, a lot of these people, shit, a lot of these people don't even realize you go about hour and a half south or north from Atlanta. You don't know what the shoot. You gonna want to be out of there ASAP. You ain't gonna know what to do with yourself. You go into a lot of them towns, you know. But
Shit, I'm from a place in Florida where we lived on the back roads. There wasn't even no streets. It was just dirt roads.
yeah, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you too. There's actually times in my life where I wish I was actually raised that way. Cause
Yeah, we ain't grow up with a lot of electronics. I know that.
man, shoot, y'all had to go outside and play,
Yeah,
interact with people.
playing with the Gators.
Man, how many gators did you run into growing up?
Like every other day, we might find a couple in our apartment complex. They'd run up around, run on the grass.
You
We'd
you
stick some sticks outside, play with them.
you ever have one pop up in your house?
One of my brothers had a pet gator until it got a little too big. We had to take it outside.
oh man, yeah, that shit would get crazy though. I couldn't have no damn pet gator.
We had a lot of pets in that house.
Yeah, man.
Lizards, aardvarks.
Oh hell no! See, I'm used to dogs and cats. Hey, you crazy motherfucker! You got all that.
Yeah, I got a couple uncles that can train any animal.
Yeah, yeah, man. See, not a lot of people that grow up in Atlanta, man. They don't know about that. So that's why I say salute to you.
Oh. I never really been to Georgia though. I passed through it, like going to and back and from Delaware to get to Florida.
Man, but well, I gotta ask you though, where you get the name Southside Ricky from?
That's my dad's name.
Oh, okay. Did your dad grow up in Georgia?
Yeah, he's from Savannah.
Okay, all right, man. So you ever been to Savannah?
One time, a
Yeah,
long time ago. I was like 13.
yeah, man. I like Savannah. I've only been there about twice, but shoot, I actually really like Savannah. Man,
Yeah,
see,
I
hey,
gotta get
I
back
tell
there.
you though, Savannah's completely different than Atlanta too. You know,
I heard.
completely different than Atlanta. You know, I actually got a specific. You know, I ain't saying Atlanta don't got a culture to it. Atlanta's got plenty of culture, but man, Savannah down there, they're more. They more got something set in stone about what it is. Cowboy,
What it do? What it do?
what's
What's
up,
happening with
man?
you? All
Man,
right.
you ever been down to Savannah, Cowboy?
Yeah, several times. That's
Man,
those are that's the real quick getaway. And then
man, you better tell them. Hey, Savannah completely different than Atlanta, though. There's a reason you get away to there, right?
oh yes sir. What's happening the south side?
What's going on, man?
Man, chilling, midweek, already ready for the weekend.
Man,
Man,
I
you
can't wait for the
all right,
season to
right.
get here.
Man, we need for it to hurry up and get here. I'm I ain't starting content, but I'm starving for some action. I want to see what we got on the field. Like last year, last season, it was almost like playing lottery. Like we hit 4 times. We got 4 draft picks. All 4 of them came in. All 4 of them contributed. All 4 of them balled out. I'm ready to see what we got. See if we do the same thing this year.
They gonna need him to hit though. That's what I'm gonna say. They look. They
Yeah.
won't. It won't be worse, son. They need They need these boys to contribute.
Yeah.
But I want to
I got
ask you
faith.
though, Cowboy. What's
Oh,
up?
I got faith in Albrecht though. I think he'll put it together.
Yeah.
I
Well, I
watched
want to
his
ask you though. What do you think about this whole thing coming out today? You know, about practicing the whole quarterback thing.
uh I listened to Kevin Stefanski's press conference today. I listened to several of them today, and all of them sound like they in camp doing what they're supposed to do. And it's right about now, man. It seems like Tua may have an edge on Penix. I know a lot of people not going to want to hear that, but it seems like Kevin Stefanski is leaning more toward Tua than Penix.
Yeah, I seen that pass he threw to Drake London. That was a nice pass for that touchdown.
That was a very nice touch. Yes, sir. I agree. That was a very nice touch.
Yeah, they're not touched, but they don't even have. We gotta remember, man. They don't even got pads on yet.
Yeah. I mean, for what it is, man. We can only go by what we see because none of us are there. We can only go by what they put out there, and they're only going to put out the best content. They're not going. I think they only show like 1, maybe 2 clips of somebody dropping passes, and I want to say both of them was Casey Washington, and they're not going to put out no nothing that's going to
Casey Washington out
upset
there.
the fan
Casey
base.
Washington out there dropping passes.
Yeah.
Oh
he's
man,
dropping-
his ass gonna get cut.
Make it all the way through training
His
camp.
ass gonna get cut.
Yeah.
He doing that shit.
Well, I think he's going to be there, but if he's going to be there, he's going to be there for special teams.
Yeah, that shit. That's his only hope.
Yeah,
They finna cut him midway through training
That's
camp.
what I'm thinking. He dropping passes.
yeah, but he wasn't the only. Who wears number 4? Is that
Dotson, I think.
Dotson?
Somewhere number 4.
Yeah, he dropped 1 too.
Well,
Yeah, so
hey, he got Branch right up on his ass. So
yeah,
he messed around. He messed around. Branch gonna be a number 2 earlier than we thought.
for sure.
Shit, I would like to see it. He got more upside than Jahan Dotson.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, because people, man, I don't. Everybody that's been interviewed and asked about Brant and what he looked like on the field, and everybody's like, and everybody's sentiment the same thing. It's like y'all have to see it in person.
Well, y'all saw Tua talk about. It reminds him a lot of Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, somebody even went out and said he was compared him to golly, they coming. What's his name? That used to play for the Eagles.
Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, I saw that.
Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, they said they compared him to Deshaun Jackson, and they said he might be even better. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I did see that too.
I'm like, wait a minute now. That's a lot. So I mean, but like you said though, they don't have pads on. We haven't seen none of these guys at this level, NFL level.
But they don't even got pads on. They ain't even really being that physical, and you still dropping passes.
Yeah.
No, I think they disrespected us by saying we had the worst defensive line in the league, though.
Man, they don't know what the fuck. They don't know what the fuck they talk about.
We're not gonna get no.
We got one of the better ones in the league. We don't know what the fuck they talking about.
I thought so too. We had 57 sacks last season.
Yeah. Now they had came up and said, the interior lineman is question mark. I can understand that, but for them to say that we got the worst, yeah, they don't know what we're talking about, man. I mean, right now they looking at the fact that we lost Onyemata and Rook and think that that was our interior, and they weren't our interior.
And,
yes,
and neither of them was that good last year anyway.
Right. I mean, you find some good, solid guys to play in the middle, man. the guys on the edge, the middle linebackers, they're going to make some plays. If we get some pressure on the opposing quarterback, we're going to make some plays, man. I got I got a press conference today, and he seems more over the hill with it than like last season. Like he just really can't wait to get to work. To see what he got with these new guys coming in. So I got faith in him, man. I'm not going to say nothing, until I get to see it for myself. 'Cause I plan on being there at camp. So
Okay.
yeah, but I'm waiting. Yeah.
Man, I really want to make it up there for one day. Man, but I'm gonna have to see the dates. And also,
Mm-hmm.
man, that's actually kind of a long trip for me. So, shoot, it's gonna have to be on a
Yeah,
day where I
yeah,
don't really got much to do. Cause hey, after training camp, man, I actually like, cause I mean, shoot, if I'm gonna make a trip that far, I might as well make the most. I either go to Margaritaville over by Lake Lanier, or I'll go over to the Mall of Georgia. Make a
right,
day
right.
out of it. That's what you gotta do. We got 8 people
Yeah,
up in here, and y'all know what to do. Y'all see the Cash App. Hit up the Cash App. Hey, Cowboy, you got a Cash App or something?
man. Look, no, I just got I just got my monetized channel with
Okay.
YouTube,
Alright.
and man, that money is it's getting in there, man. I mean,
Well, y'all know how to
and look
support
out,
Cowboy.
look, I appreciate every one of you guys, man, that subscribe to Atlanta Falcons Pandemic. I appreciate the donations. Trust and believe me. Look, I'm that type of guy. Look, I don't ask for the money, but I do appreciate it. But you guys will see the difference, you know, your donations make, because I'm going to apply it right back to the show. So trust and believe, you will see the difference if this thing continue to grow. I
Absolutely.
appreciate
That's
y'all.
what we're trying to do. But y'all see the Cash App. Cash App. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share out. And hit the
So
link. Y'all hit the link.
yeah, I'm trying to see about starting something on Spotify too, Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Oh yeah, you
I
can get
just
paid.
I
You can
just
get
set up
paid off
sub.
Spotify.
Yeah, I got I just did Substack today. So but those gonna be it's gonna be more written articles
Okay.
than visual stuff. Yeah,
Oh, y'all
I
go
get
over
into
there.
this
Y'all
thing, man.
support Cowboy.
I get to talking about them, man. I just can't stop. Yeah. Once again, man, I appreciate all the subscribers, old and new, the people who got started from day one, got me started from day one. The people who I tell you what, the people who encouraged me to get started in this, I really appreciate them as well. People like uh, Big Low Country, uh, Smitty Sports Machine, Chris Tip, Chris with A1 Sports. They the one that said, "Hey, man, you need to go ahead and start. You need to go ahead and start your channel, man, and stop playing around with it." Because I was just showing up on their channel, man, and just talking, doing the comment thing, and once I made that first appearance, they were like, "Man, you just go and just start your channel, man. Just go and start your channel, just go and get started." And at first, I was skeptical about it. And one day, I had stopped at Home Depot, and my wife was with me. And she's like, now she won't even take a trip with me no more. She just send me on by myself. Cause if I stop to talk to somebody with some about Falcons football, she's gonna be sitting in the car for a minute. So, so yeah, but she was like, look, you might well go ahead and start your channel just so you can get that energy out of you. But once I get started talking about Falcons, man,
Okay, all
it
right.
is.
So she do support you being up till 4 a.m.
Yeah, for sure. She go ahead and go to bed. She don't wait up.
She
Yeah,
she know she know she already
yeah,
know what's going on, man. She know what's going on. But yeah,
man.
man.
I
Hey,
actually got into watching these podcasts. Smitty Sports Machine was the very first one. Man,
Hmm.
I used to follow him on Facebook.
Yeah,
And like he got booted from a Atlanta Falcons sports page on Facebook
yeah, yeah.
because he was plugging his podcast or whatnot, and they ain't like that, and they booted him from the. And I left the program after that, and I've been following them ever since.
shit,
Right.
they'll do that a
You know,
lot, man. They don't let you promote over there in those big ass groups.
that's a shame. That's the kind of stuff fan base divided. You know what I mean? And the thing it is, you always get, and it's not always the whole group, right? It's always one or two people that want to make noise for, you know, I don't know if it's out of jealousy or just out of ill will or just ill intent or just to try to mess something up, man. But I'm like, everybody do this for one
we,
reason,
we,
and that's
we
one
got we
reason.
got to be
That's
real sometimes, and that's what this specifically is for. That's what After Dark is for. It's for talking about
yeah,
what we need to talk about. Listen,
right.
there's a lot. There's a lot of. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's even a lot of content creators.
Hmm.
That there's a lot of bitch energy. There's no other way
Man,
to put it. There's a lot of bitch energy involved with
look,
this.
I've had several people reach out to me and ask me, what I do on my channel, right? And one thing I don't do, I don't have a whole lot of followers. I just clipped 1,000 subscribers. So, but I don't gatekeep. I'm still learning this thing myself, right? So anything I can do to help somebody, look, I ain't put no price tag on it. I'm gonna help you. You know what I mean? Because helping you is helping me. We can collab. You know what I mean? And do it together or whatever. But one thing I don't do, I don't gatekeep. Because one thing I'm not gonna do is mess up my blessing. It's not like we making me, or at least me. I'm not making uh thousands of dollars off this thing, millions of dollars off this thing. So I'm not. There's no reason to gatekeep. Even if I was making that money, I wouldn't gatekeep. The more people you help, the better. It builds up the fan base, it builds up camaraderie, man. And this is the reason why you don't see a whole lot of people showing up into the stadium, right? Because we don't do our part as content creators, to build this fan base up. Because truth be told, man, we are the bridge to this fan base. Content creators are what Tua is for Michael Penix. We're the bridge.
I'm gonna be
We're the
honest with
glue.
you too. Here's another thing. How many content creators do you see? And I don't like really even bragging on myself like that. But how many of them do you see trying to tell everyone try to get to one game this season so we can all meet
Yeah,
up?
yeah, and that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. I mean, you got
I
some
never
people.
been.
Go ahead.
I was saying, like, I never been to a pro football game, but my twin brother, he's a Ravens
Well,
fan,
you need to
and
get
me and him
there.
are making plans to go to that game.
There we
Yeah,
go. Hey, that's the
yeah,
game I'm telling everyone to get to.
yeah, yeah.
Am I not, cowboy?
That's what that's it. That's right. Every show, man. Let's do it at the Ravens game, and it makes sense
Yeah.
early in the season. It's one of the big game.
And
Yeah,
it's
it is.
Sunday night
You know
football.
what I mean?
Shoot.
Yeah,
Man, y'all know what it's like to go to a primetime game. I don't think a lot of y'all know what it's like. Y'all just know what. It's
oh
one thing
man,
to watch your team on primetime. It's a completely
right,
different thing to be there.
right,
Man, when I
right.
was there, hey, even though we lost that Kansas City game, when I was there, man, I met Wolf at that game too. It's such a
Yeah,
special experience. It almost kind of canceled out the loss.
right, right. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just wish we could do better as a fan base. Because I read that article, I think it was 2 years ago, and the first year it said that we were at the bottom of the league as far as the fan base. And then the following year, it was completely last. We were the dead last as far as uh, you know what how we are as a fan base. So and I questioned it. So I was like, wait a minute, what in the world are you doing? What more and more I started doing content creators and started listening to fans and listening to people talk about the Falcons. I'm like, it's no wonder they saying it. It's no wonder they're saying it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Something has to change because if we become a Super Bowl team, Atlanta's gonna be on fire. Maybe fans that call themselves a fan that that you have right. My thing is, you a fan year round, season in, season out. Win, lose, or draw, you are a fan. Whether we win one game or we win 18 games, I mean, you're a fan through and through. You don't give up. I can't question like nobody can come and say Cowboy is not that guy. He's not a Cowboy fan. Nobody can do it.
Hey, you look. You told your story on here. Hey, look. You told them how long you've been a fan. We were just talking
Yeah,
about Fulton County Stadium the other night.
yeah.
You know.
1978.
Hey,
Yeah.
this
Got
Sunday we
my
gonna be
heart
talking.
broken that team baseball.
This Sunday we talking about Michael Vick. So
Yeah, okay.
there's your little heads up. And y'all
Yeah,
want I
yeah,
think y'all
yeah,
want to really be there for that one.
yeah. You see, that's the Michael Vick era. That's what we got a lot of fans come in too. But a lot of these fans too are Michael Vick fans and not Falcon fans. But it should be a good discussion, and hopefully we get those fans that turn out to be dedicated Falcon fans, not questioning their loyalty, but at the same time build it up. You know what I mean? Not saying I'm the best. But I mean, sometimes I get in over. I'm like, man, what in the world am I doing? You know, that type of thing. But you know, like me, man, every day, all day is Falcon for me. I got on Falcon gear. I wear Falcon gear year round. When I go to service, you know, I don't wear no Falcon gear then. And if I feel like it, and if it matches, I wear my cufflinks, my Falcon cufflinks and tire pack. You know, but other than that, man, Falcon year round.
Cowboy, I got a question
So,
for you. I know you said you collect neckties, right?
come on.
He broke up.
Alright, Cowboy.
Yeah.
I know you said you collect neckties, right?
Yes, sir.
You have a Falcons necktie?
Yes, sir.
Oh Lord!
Look, necktie, the socks, the match, the tie tack, and the cufflink. I don't have the neck pocket
Man,
square.
pretty soon you gonna have them saying that you're wasting your money.
Oh, not gonna happen. I've been a fan too long, man. I've been a fan too long. 1978, man. Hey, look, if I ain't stopped yet, I'm not stopping. Ain't no use to stop. I think I get my wife to make me a pocket square. She good at that type of stuff. But you can't. I don't think you can buy it.
Man, I'm gonna need to meet you and your. Are y'all gonna be at the preseason game?
She don't come to. I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
But she
All
don't.
right. Well, the
Sometimes
thing. Yeah, man. The thing is, now that preseason game, I was looking at the date of it, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That's around the time I'm starting classes, so I
okay.
hey, and I don't miss games. I don't even miss preseason games. But that one's gonna have a question mark by it. But all the regular season games don't look. You know, whether it's preseason or it's a home opener, I want to meet you and your wife. And I'm gonna need to meet y'all.
That's fair. Yeah.
You know, hey, have you ever met OG?
She might show up at one of the practices.
Okay, I
She may show up at one of the practices.
now have you ever met OG?
Not in person. No.
Okay, well, hey,
Yeah.
like I said, we're
Yeah.
gonna change that.
I'm always game to meet, fellow Falcons fans, man. That's never an issue for me. I mean, I know what it's all about once Falcon fans get together. Because like when I first moved to Douglasville, we used to all well, I didn't know about it, but a lot of people used to go to Taco Mac.
Southside, I had to mute you because you got some background noise, man. When when you get that fixed, man, go ahead and unmute.
And Taco Mac. I don't know.
What Taco Mac? Taco Mac over in Douglasville?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been over there before.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to that group, and I may put a tweet out there or something, or
Hey, man.
What's up?
And try to get it going back up.
What's
I gotta get ready to get back here to work, man.
All right, man. Hey, that's all good, man. Appreciate you coming on.
Hey, man. Appreciate you coming on, brother.
Hey, for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Be
Yeah,
careful out
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I
See,
mean,
that's all I ask of people, man. Just
you
hit the
know,
link, even if it's only for a few minutes. All fine. Just hit the link.
yeah,
Don't
hit that link.
look.
Come on in.
T. Martin, I saw you up in there. Hit that link.
Yeah. What's going on, TJ?
Yeah, y'all hit that link, man.
He's in there, but I see him now. Okay. Yeah, man. Atlanta Falcons after dark. Anything goes.
If
Y'all see it?
anything go, we can talk about anything too. Look, y'all want to switch the topic at any time, man. We don't got look. Falcons ain't playing right now. Shoot,
But look,
Falcons ain't
look
gonna be
though.
playing
But
for
look
another
though.
3 months.
Last night I was up. I was up like it was like 3 or 4 o'clock this morning,
Yeah, what's up?
and I get a notification, and across my phone I get a notification, and Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs got arrested.
Now, I want to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Because I've been seeing somewhere I saw he was dating that porn star.
Yeah.
And that's who they think he
Yeah.
was beating on. I want to ask you a
Yeah.
question because I see some people say
Mm.
it's serious, and I see other people talk about the charges are going to get dropped. What's going on with that?
I don't know, to be honest with you, but here's the thing about that situation. Mama always tell you can't bring everybody home, right? And and that just feels like a better words, man. And I ain't trying to say nothing about the young lady. I've never met her. I can't judge her. I can't judge their relationship, right? But early on in a relationship, whether or not a young lady or even a young lady that's dating a young man, whether or not you can take them home to meet the mama, right? Dad will be receptive of anything. I mean, some people, but when you take somebody home to meet mama, how mama gonna react, right?
Yeah.
And the young lady better than mama do. So if you know your girl is uh, a stripper or a porn star or something like that, and your mom, your mom gonna ask you, "What do you do for a living, baby?" That's what she's gonna say. What you do for a living?
And she'd be like, I'm in entertainment. I'm a dancer. And she asked,
Yeah.
okay, what type of
Yeah.
dancing do you do?
What type of dance?
Did
That's gonna be the
then her face start getting all red and she grinning from ear to ear. She don't know what to do. She like, baby, what do I tell her?
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, and the thing it is, Josh, he's still young. He's still young. So I mean, these young cats out here, man. I don't know if they just like don't look at how this a person's career can affect you in the long term. Because right now everything it looks good. Everything looks good. She making a little bit of money. You making a little bit of money, but at some point it's going to become an issue. I'm not saying that's what they were fighting over, but if she's in the industry like that, it's going to become an issue, right? I mean, whether it becomes something whether it be something she said, something she did, something somebody else said.
Let me ask you a question, okay? You working in that type of industry, they ain't,
Right.
especially that industry, and this could apply to actually several industries.
Right.
And you're a man, and even if y'all met through that industry, and she going to work every night,
Right.
or even if she's on OnlyFans or something, and
Right.
she's interacting with other men, and
Right.
it ain't a traditional business gathering type atmosphere either.
Right.
It's when the lights are dimmed, and it's all neon and it's a party atmosphere.
Right.
I'm gonna ask you: would you not feel in a way threatened by that?
Me myself, with my mindset, I wouldn't have been dating nobody. I
Exactly. So,
wouldn't.
yeah.
Because one thing about being in a relationship and because one of you going to be heartstrong about it. And what I mean by that is that one of you going to have more love into it and relationship into it than the other. You know, like JPJ. I'm just speculating on him. I think JPJ was more involved into that relationship uh than Rakia.
Well, hey,
I think
she
I
done
think
went ahead,
JPJ was,
dropped that restraining order. They talk about they may end up back together for long.
yeah. Well, it happens. I mean, like in the neighborhood where I grew up, man, it happened all the time. Uh, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, they were out there. They fighting, carrying on. Uh, but a couple hours later, well, should I say maybe a couple of weeks later, back in the
How long were you in East Lake Meadows until how old were you when you got up out of there?
27 years we lived out there.
How long?
27.
Okay,
27.
so your first 27 years of your life you were out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm 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 gonna ask you a question. How many of them girls, especially even the ones you went to school with, ended up being like teen moms and stuff?
Uh, oddly enough, it wasn't a whole lot.
Okay.
Not they were a lot of them actually uh got out of school before they start having baby kids. And oddly enough, man, the graduation rate was high. It wasn't what people would think, you know. Um, but for the most part, a lot of the girls, it was only a few that you can say that were mm, you wouldn't bring home to mom. Let's just put it like that.
Okay.
Let's just put it like that. But for the
Hey,
most
that's
part,
good.
man, it was a lot of good women out there. And I mean, when I say that, I mean morally, there were a lot of good women out there. But I can remember like maybe I myself, I witnessed like maybe three, maybe four infidelity type situations. You know what I mean? And that was, like I said, it's just what I witnessed. I'm sure there was more because it was a big neighborhood. It was a big neighborhood, but it was a small. It's big in stature, but because everybody knew each other, it seemed small. So it was just like a small country town, pretty much. But and everybody knew each other.
That's
So
good. But
I'm pretty
that's good. Y'all didn't have those issues because there's other places where, and it's honestly normalized too that really did happen a whole lot.
yeah, yeah,
So I mean, hey, but
yeah. But like I said, man, it was a lot of good women out there. Of course, we had a strong the elementary school out there, the middle school. A lot of those teachers were caring teachers too. They were determined. They didn't just keep up with you in school. They checked on you while you were at uh like at home or whatever. Like a matter of fact, my seventh grade English teacher, his mother was like three doors down from me. So it was a very tight knit community, very tight knit. When it came to like little league stuff, football, basketball, baseball, whatever. Oh, the parents showed up. Parents showed up. Yeah, that was one thing that they did do. They came together in times like that. Yeah, and colleges like Morehouse, Morris Brown,
that's good to
Spelman,
hear.
they used to come through the neighborhood every once in a while. Do a little charity something. You know, but back then, man, it was people they cared about communities. A lot happened in the communities, but people cared about them too. They actually cared about the little kids. Let's put it like that.
I'm like, do you think that still exists?
Not as much as it should. It should exist more. Now there are parents that go all in when their kids get involved in stuff, but it's what they do outside of that. Like some parents will be all dialed in when their parents are playing sports and you know and whatever activity, but when it comes to what their child is doing in the street, they're numb to that. So the first time something happened, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, "Oh, not my child." That's the first thing come out of their mouth. But behind closed doors and behind your back, they're the biggest tyrant, biggest bully out there in the street, doing whatever. And I'm not saying that about all kids. I was just saying that as an example of how parents are different today than it was back then. Back then, parents cared about what their child was doing. And if they heard, excuse me, if they heard about something that their child was doing in the street, oh, they corrected it. It wasn't no, not my child. My child didn't do this. That type of thing. Like they do today. Like their child couldn't do it. And I got 3 sons, and I wouldn't put it past neither one of them. You know, but at the same time, you couldn't just say any one of them did something. And the way I how I did my sons were, any you can name any infraction that my son, or should I say any infraction that happened, I can tell you which one most likely would have done it. That's how well I knew my sons. Like they knew they couldn't like pull stuff over my eyes. But at the same time, I'm not saying all parents don't do that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying a lot of parents do the exact opposite. They think their child can do no wrong. And like JPJ, I think his mom was like, I'm not saying that it happened that way, but I think she was more in tune to what he was doing as far as on the field, in school or whatever. But to his personal life, I don't think she was, you know, in tune to that. I
Oh
think the
man,
dad,
only thing that she was concerned about is him making it big so that she could make it big.
yeah, 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 and there's nothing wrong with that. You want to see your child, make it big, but at the same time, you got to be there for that child when he does. Don't just be on the coattail trying to reap the rewards. You know what I mean? Because it's like even today, like the little league that I went through, there are some coaches, sons, coaches, moms, kids, man. They stayed with their child through the ups, the downs, everything. It was they weren't just putting their kids out there and saying, okay, you go do your thing, baby. That type of thing. No, they made sure their kids were doing right. They made sure whatever their kids were into, they made sure that that's what they actually was into and not other things. It was very few of them that had the chance to do it because like me, I mean, a lot of people had to work. A lot of people had to work. You know what I mean? A lot of people working 2 and 3 jobs to make sure that their kid could continue playing football or basketball or whatever they were doing, AAU or whatever. So they don't have that time to like really get dialed in to what their child was doing. And that's one of the things too, that why the 2-parent household, why the father is so important, why the father needs to be that important, and why the father needs to be in that kid's life, right? Because the mom can be a whole lot of things in a child's life, right? But the dad can be that much more impactful. You know what I mean? So, and the lack of fatherhood in some of these kids' lives will probably have saved some of their lives too. And not and like
Hold on,
father
you
now,
you 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 saying that actually the lack of a father has actually saved some of these kids?
no, the lack of fatherhood have could no, the lack of fatherhood could have saved. I mean, no. I did say that wrong, didn't I?
Yeah.
The uh the, a lot of these kids lost their lives because the father wasn't there. Right now,
Yeah.
mom
No, that
and
makes
who
sense.
forgot what movie it was in. I think it was Boys in the Hood. Yeah, that was Boys in the Hood when she dropped Trey off over at his father's house, and she told him like, "You have to teach your son how to be a man. I can't do that." And it's her. And the good thing is, his mom recognized that. She recognized that her son was growing up. She recognized the fact that her son needed his father in his life because he was
Shoot.
getting that age. I think he was
Cause,
about 10, 11, 12, somewhere around in there when he got sent to his father. So,
hey, a lot of these women, they think, especially when their sons are around that age, that they can she can raise them into being a man. Nah, you end up raising them into being a. Yeah. I'm gonna say this about moms. I'm gonna say this
mhm,
about moms. It's really a double edged sword.
right.
It's either he's going to turn into the most manliest man around, If he don't have
Right.
no dad, he's gonna turn into the most
Right.
manliest man. But it ain't gonna be because you taught him. It's probably because he had to be because of the environment that y'all were in. But
Right.
if there's no environment to harden him, you're gonna end up raising a bitch if you're
Yeah.
a single mother.
Yeah.
But you got a lot of money. You gonna end up raising a bitch. I'm just being honest. But that's why I'm gonna be. This is just my opinion, based off what I've seen, and you tell me if you agree or disagree. I think a lot of boys that they do turn into very masculine young men that sometimes honestly they can have even anger issues. They can almost be, I guess you would say, too masculine. I don't know if there's a such thing as being too masculine, but at the
Right.
end of the day, I think that really results from the fact that they almost had to because of the environment, and they knew that it was just it was their mom had no one. All the their mom, that was the only person their mom had.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's important is all about, even if you are a single mother, it's the precedence that you set at a very early age. Because and shout out to my mom, man, may she rest in peace, was the strongest person I know. And I say that because she raised 6 kids, 5 boys, 1 girl, in East Lake Meadows as a single mother. Now I know there's a lot of kids out there a lot of mothers out there that did the same thing, right? But what I saw my mama do, a lot of women today could not do.
And that's what I should probably clarify that. I mean by today's standards. Back then it was actually a lot different, because back then, even though you had issues, you still had more tradition. Still,
Right.
the Mexican households, they have tradition. You don't hear about the mama and the daddy fighting about custody or things like that. Not they're together. Even they can't stand each other. They're running their little restaurant. Those kids are coming in. They got chores. They still got homework to do.
Yeah.
They know their place.
Yeah, for sure.
On the weekends, they're working.
On the comment I made, I'm gonna backtrack. I said a lot of women could not do it. There are a lot of women that aren't willing to do it. Let's put it like that. They aren't willing
exactly. They ain't willing to do it.
Yeah, they're not willing to, because the precedence is always there, right? But you have to be willing.
If you're not willing to do it after, I've seen this. Even with some own personal experience. If you're not willing to do it after just a certain period of time, there does turn to a point where you almost can't do it.
Right. Exactly.
Because you decided that you weren't willing to do it.
Right.
There's going to come a point where you can't do it.
Yeah.
And then you're really going to be screwed.
Yeah. Exactly. Now at home, mom, she was the disciplinarian. She was the mother. Right. But mom had I'm gonna say back up, because there were a couple of teachers at the school that was in very good contact with my mom, and the coaches, they knew my mom, and some of the coaches, they took the discipline to themselves. Like the little league coach we had. Oh, he set the precedent. You didn't just come in there and just run around and do what you want to do. You're gonna do what he says, or else consequences. There were things like we had to put the 2 13-inch tires on our shoulders and run the hill. We had to go swim in the creek. That type of thing.
Y'all swimming in the creek?
Man, with your equipment on.
Lord.
You had to, yes, sir. You had to dog paddle through the creek.
Damn.
Yeah. But look, it's the little things too that will get a child's attention. It's not a matter of you taking the belt out and you wailing on them and that type of thing. You're right. There are certain structured things that could get your child's attention without doing all that. In my mom's case, she wanted to nip whatever happened early, right? She wanted to know what was going on, and I did my sons the same way. And mom got a little over the hill sometimes, but me looking back at it now, I'm like, man, we deserved a whole lot of that stuff.
And she had to do it.
And she handled it. And she handled it. So yeah, man. But but
I'm
it's when they say when they say it takes a village, what's happening to King Treyway? What's happening with you?
Hey, y'all hit the link. Y'all hit the link. Y'all know what to do. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you a question, okay? Is it actually true nowadays that if you give your child a spanking with the belt, and
Mm-hmm.
your child calls 911, and even child says straight up, my mom or my dad gave me a whooping with the belt, they're gonna come and they're gonna arrest the parent?
Oh yes, sir. Especially if they see like a welt or something like that. Like I don't know how you give a child a spanking and they don't get uh get a welt. Now I my son got brought home one time. What's happening to Carl Thomas? Uh, my one of the resource officers brought
Carl
my son.
Thomas says Tua taking the Falcons to the Super Bowl. Carl
Hey,
Thomas, the link is
gentlemen,
there. You want to talk about
um,
that? Go on, Cowboy.
yeah. But after I tell this story, we're gonna get into that comment because I like that comment. Uh, but one of the resource officer brought my son home one day, right? And he said, Mr. McFarland, he said, I know. He said, in this case, I was supposed to take your son to jail, but I know you will handle it. And before that officer walked out of that house and closed that door, I was on my son. And the officer the officer stuck his head back in the door, and he said, "Mr. McFarland," he said, "There's no law around that can tell you that you can't discipline your son as much as you want on his butt." And that told me right then, don't let the mark show up on his arms or his back, that type of thing. So, but I was always the type too. I always wanted that butt. I want that butt. Yeah, I want that.
Hey, when you sit down for dinner later, I want you to
Yeah,
feel it when that ass hits that chair.
right, exactly,
Hey,
right.
what your son do that should have gotten his ass sent to jail?
Well, he took he claimed that he put that knife in his book bag, because he was making some flashcards for homework, and I,
Well, was this the middle one?
yeah, of course, of course, yeah. Now it's not a long drawn out story, but it's a reason why he did it. Some kid was trying to bully him at school, and for protection, he took the knife to school, and he put the knife into his locker. He opened his locker up, the knife fell out, and somebody went and told. So he got in trouble because one, that issue never came to me, and two, if the story is true that he needed something to cut flashcards with, I have a desk in I have an office desk, and on that desk there are cup holders, and there are like 40 pairs of scissors in that thing, and I'm like, you could have very well went and grabbed a pair of scissors off the desk. Why you had to go grab a knife? So I didn't believe that story, and he paid for it. Whether he had a right to take the knife to school, he felt the need he had to. That's what he said anyway. But he got in trouble for that with me for taking the knife to school and lying to me. So, but of course, hey, no, I know I can you can speculate and say, well, he took the knife to school so he can uh get to whoever was messing with him. But he learned his lesson on that, because I'm like, if you're gonna tell a lie, make it fit your truth.
Yeah, you shoot. It
You know what
better
I mean?
line up.
Right? Exactly. Which, if he wanted to take something to school, I mean, yeah, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Don't sit there and fabricate a lie and say I was cutting up, you know, flashcards and I just happened to stick the knife in my book bag. No, that's not gonna work with me. Yeah. But to get the Kings, Carl Thomas's comment, Tua taking the Falcons to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna tell you, I listened to Kevin Stefanski's press conference, and Kevin Stefanski is sounding like he's leaning more toward Tua. And I was in
Yeah, let's talk about that one comment. Him talking about accuracy. Now,
yeah, accuracy, yeah. And it's like I shared with Big Low Country, and we were talking about who will be the starting quarterback. And both of these guys, we could win with either one of them. That's no question. We can win games with either one of them. But the one that wins this quarterback, it's not going to be because of who seems the most healthier. It's not going to be who is the most who looks the best. It's going to be the one that can operate this offense flawlessly. And what I mean by that is who can orchestrate the offense, who can move the offense. Now, I was looking at Jack Strand's throw too. He looks almost as good as Tua did. His pinpoint accuracy, man. I don't see how we would even do anything except develop this guy, right? But I mean, he's an undrafted D2, so uh, his chances, man. I don't know. I would love to see him be here, but yeah, Kevin Stefanski sounds like he. That's what it sounds like. That he's leaning more to a tool at this point. Now, as camp go along, Penix just might come back and change Stefanski's whole outlook on it and say, hey man, I truly got a quarterback battle here. You know, because both of them do look good so far.
well,
Both of them look
ho,
good.
oh, okay. He talks about accuracy, but he must not know that Tua had 15 interceptions last year.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you, and again, I shared this on Big Lowe's Country podcast the other day too. People talk about his time with the Dolphins. He had weapons. He had a running back. He had tight ends. But two of the most important things that he did not have in Miami, he did not have a stable offensive line, and he did not have a credible offensive coordinator. Those two of the most important things you need on offense. You gotta have that. You can have five Tyreek Hills, but if you don't have an offensive line that can give you time to throw, or an offensive coordinator that can call plays, it don't even matter what you got. You might as well just run the ball on every play.
I'm okay. I'm gonna ask you the question: is Tommy Reese going to end up being a credible offense coordinator?
That remains to be seen because I haven't seen I seen what he was able to do at Alabama and people here heard that uh what's his name the former Alabama coach. I don't know why I can't but anyway the former Alabama coach Nick Saban talked real high of him, so but he's still a first year coordinator. So, but the fact that Kevin Stefanski is going to be there with him, that complicates it even more because Kevin Stefanski is not like this winning coach. So I don't know. Maybe the combination of Kevin Stefanski, Tommy Reese, Alex Van Pelt, and Bill Callahan, maybe those four can put something together that looks more stable and help people decide whether or not this offense is going to be what we hope for it to be this season. I'm hoping that he turns out to be that guy. I'm hoping he's learned enough under Nick Saban. I'm hoping he learned enough under Stefanski and knows this system enough to where he knows, how to play call. But it's going to be critical because if he can't do the job no better than what Zach Robinson did, I mean, we're still going to be in trouble no matter what. No matter how many weapons we got. But I think Kevin Stefanski is going to be. I think he's going to have to be more in tune to the play calling than just being a head coach. Hence the reason why he got Austin Hooper back in here and Alameda Zacchaeus, two guys that knows this offense already. Tua is familiar with the offense. Charlie Warner is familiar with this offense. Trying to think who else. There's somebody else. I did a show. Man, who else? It's somebody else who's it's one other person. Forgot who it was. But yeah, it's he got a handful of people that's already familiar with this offense, and with Kyle Pitts, it's not going to be something that's over the hill that he can't learn, right? Because he's going to get schemed around a lot because we know he can't. He's suspect at blocking, so you're going to always see when it comes down to blocking, he's always going to have somebody. Either he's going to be sitting next to Lindstrom, or he's going to be sitting next to another tight end that Charlie Warner or somebody that can help him out. He's not going to be. He's hopefully he'll never get put on an island by himself where he'll have to make a block by himself. But the key thing is he's going to have to take advantage, like he has been in the past, where especially in the passing game, where he can take advantage of a linebacker being on him, or a nickelback being on him, or corner, or safety, or anybody in that secondary. Matter of fact, have to come down and check him. That he can take advantage of that.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit that link. Hit that link, man. We talk about whatever y'all want. Y'all want to talk about if Tua's gonna win the Falcons a Super Bowl, or we can talk about childhood stories or whatever. Man, there was something else I was seeing earlier today too.
That was what now?
So I'm trying to remember it. Something I was seeing earlier today too, just in the news. Oh, man,
Okay.
talk about how they were fighting at the high school graduations. Or no, it wasn't that. Now I think this is just a skit, but man, it was saying Georgia too, because I mentioned something about Georgia.
Mhm.
Mentioned about, you ever talk about this one girl? This had to be a skit. There ain't no way this was real. How she was up in the counselor's office or something, and
Right.
you know she ready to graduate. Counselor told her, "Nah, you 2 credits short." Then she started, like she like, "I'm gonna graduate. I'm gonna graduate. You better change that grade. And you better change that grade." And then the counselor said, "Well, I didn't fail you. You failed yourself."
Right. Right. Well, I didn't see that one.
That
The one
but that had to be a skit though or something. Ain't no way
I
that
don't know,
actually real.
because there was one where the young man, he had already ordered his cap and gown, and even showed up at the graduation wearing it.
I saw that
And
one.
when it came down to time for him to walk that stage, they told him like, "No, you short." And see, like at the high school I went to, they did things a little different, right? Even though you have ordered your cap and gown, they always pre-ordered the cap and gown anyway. But once they find out, you don't have your credits or whatever, uh, they'll tell you as soon as possible, you know. But even if you do walk across that stage, you do not get your diploma, your little diploma cover and all that stuff. That just be just what it is. It's just that cover, that folding cover thing, and but the diploma won't be in there. After the graduation, we had to literally go to in the back
So
and
yeah, same thing when I graduated. I think they make everyone do that, at least in Georgia.
yeah, we had to go back and we had to go find out our homeroom teacher and be like, and get the graduation or get the diploma rather. And I don't know if this school was just determined not to let the young man walk across the stage or what, but he went up there and uh, they tried to, even the police ran after him. And he went up there and he walked across that stage and he kicked the flowers off the stage and he just crashed out. He just crashed out.
Man,
And
you Southside Ricky saying at my high school graduation, everyone was still drunk from the night before in the valedictorian took an hour to get through her speech.
hey. Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, man, I mean, oh, they could have, the comments on that from that incident was crazy because people were like, they could have told him before he went up there and all that type of stuff, but before he ordered his cap and gown. But a lot of people pre-order their cap and gown. Matter of fact, I think all the cap and gowns get ordered like either at the tail end of the junior year or very early on in your senior year. But you know, so there's no way to like really tell until like the last minute whether or not your credits, you have enough credits or whether you pass the final or whatever. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Different high schools handle it different ways. I don't know. But I think either way, man, I think he was gonna crash out anyway.
Shit.
Especially once he found out that he wasn't allowed to march. Then it was probably embarrassing for him, embarrassing for his
Well,
family.
here's the thing. He shouldn't have even been allowed in the building, though.
Yeah, yeah. But that would have saved a lot, I think.
He
That
shouldn't
would have
even.
saved.
So that really is on the school. He shouldn't have been allowed in the building.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now they on the one where uh the fight that happened at Doug, that was crazy. That was crazy. I think there was one report where a parent drove like I'm like grandparent drove like 10 hours to get just to come to the graduation to see a fight, and you can see the grandparents actually standing outside, looking towards the fight, and they just both of them just threw their arms up like what the, you know. But I think I don't know, man. I think this era of kids, man, this whole thing about crashing out, you know, is a fad, and I really don't understand it.
See, this is where I know OG probably he's doing something or he might already be asleep. That's something, man. We need to talk about. And we need him up on here for that because he can talk
Mhm.
about that perfectly. The crash out the act of crashing out in today's time. We need to talk about that.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I can understand. I know a lot of it has to do with coping skills too. A lot of kids now are not introduced to that. Like when we were growing up through elementary school, we were. I'm not gonna say we were taught how to cope with bad news and adversity and all that type of stuff. But at the same time, when you had those moments, it was dealt with discipline, right? Because like I said, now in my elementary school, man, we had some parents, I mean, some teachers in there that were that had the green light to do some paddling, right? So you're in there crashing out. They gonna ain't no crashing out. No, if anybody gonna crash out, it's gonna be them on your butt. Yeah. 'Cause I know, like what the two teachers, male teachers, well, actually three male teachers that had the green light. Man, them guys had some pretty good size on them. At the time, man, sixth, seventh grade, fifth, sixth, seventh grade. Yeah, they were not having it.
Man, you said that one brought out that paddle on you.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, and they must have had permission from your mama.
Oh man, mama encouraged it. and then you got
See,
and then you got the phone call home. Mama got to finish it off.
mama finish it off.
She finished it off.
Grandmama get a piece of you. Auntie get a
Yeah,
piece of you. Uncle get a piece of you. Neighbor get a
yeah,
piece of you.
yeah. Now the thing about my aunts, none of my aunts ever got me. None of my aunts. They were always the one they'll talk to you, that type of thing. And I'm not gonna say it's all the same story, but they talk to you in a way where that talk hurt just as much as just as much as
Oh,
they. So
cause that make you feel bad. That
yeah,
must
because
make
they
you
always
feel bad.
yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
I
So shout
love to
out to
know
my
how they do it.
say again.
How'd they make you feel bad, man? What was the art
Oh,
behind it?
the art was that's my sister. My sister went through a lot, that type of thing. Uh, Talking about my mom, that
Okay.
so and they grew up hard. They did. To be honest with you, they grew up hard. They were of that generation where if they weren't in school, uh they were out in the field working.
They be
So
like, hey, she trying to do better for you.
yeah, Yeah,
You got it way better. And these
yeah,
kids today, man, these kids today, like they say, they don't even realize how good they got it.
man. What you talking about? That's like I told my son, man. It's like if we had the resources that they have now. Oh man, there'd be a whole lot more rich people in this world than you know than what to do with.
And man, a lot of these people don't even realize the resources that they got and that
Sheesh.
they ain't even using them.
Yeah, and some people and the ones that are using them, and it's not all of them, but the ones for the most, a lot of them are using it the wrong way, right? And then a lot of these young kids, they out there, they're making a lot of money off this AI stuff and uh social media stuff,
Shoot, I'm
man.
trying to
And
get on it.
look, a lot of these kids are making upwards of 20, 30, and 40, 50,000, $100,000 off this social media stuff. But they're going out there and buying these cars and these scat packs and they wrecking them and buying these shoes and I mean $300 and $400. I'm like, no, man. No, you got to build for your future. That's like I was telling my son, man, he got that granddaughter now. He needs to start like right now. Right now. He should have been started. But and he getting there. He's still learning. And I'm not gonna be like trying to tell him what he needs to do, but I'm gonna actually watch to see what he does. You know what I mean? So, but he's learning. He's learning, and he's a great father. Great father. Go to work and he come right back home to spend time with his kids. So, but
Right.
but a lot of these kids, man, they got these resources, and a lot of them are using it the wrong way. And the thing is, man, if they take the time, a lot of these kids take the time and use the resources that they have and use it the wrong way. They use that time. If they do it the right way, that money will get longer. You know what I mean? It'll last longer. Let's put it like that. Because when they take a loss, it's a big loss. So I was on there watching the event where Ray J got knocked out, and one of the guys that was streaming it, he was putting up bets on each fight. He was actually putting up bets, and people were actually matching his bet. They were throwing their cash app in, and they were putting their money into this pot. And they were putting, and when I say they were putting, it's not no $5, $10 bets. These guys were putting in $5,000, $6,000, $8,000, and this guy was betting like multiple people. And so when he took that loss, I'm like, wait a minute. And I'm counting. I'm like, wait a minute. He's betting $5,000 here, $10,000 here, and he took an L. And he bet, like I said, 5, 6, 7, up to 8 people. And I mean, he took a loss. I'm like, wait a minute. And you can actually see the money get like, you can see him take that L because he just sitting there, he transferring the money over. Now I'm like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I will have to find some way to make that money multiply. And that's where the generational wealth comes starts at, right? You're making that money multiply for you. I don't see how a lot of you kids can sit there and uh take that kind of money
I'm gonna
and
ask you
just
a question,
get away
okay?
from
Do you
your
think
reason.
do you think NFL players, we know they're making the money, and the resources to have generation wealth, but do you really actually think when it's all said and done, they do or they're gonna actually end up creating generational wealth?
Believe it or not, uh, it's a lot harder than you think, even as an NFL player. Now the ones that are making upwards of 40, 50, 60 million a year, it's a lot easier for them.
But hold
But the
on,
one,
even for them, do you
Mhm.
think they're gonna end up having generational wealth when
I
it's
wouldn't
all
say
said
it's
and done?
generational. I wouldn't say it's generational. I would say that I would say that they have a easier opportunity to make it generational wealth, but they have to be around to make sure that it does, manufacture into generational wealth. They can't just put that money into, let's just say, uh, what they call it, not a IRA, a savings bond and expect that money to, when them kids turn out to be 18 or whoever you giving it to, 18 or 25-year old, and expect them kids to turn around and do the same thing again. Most kids at 18, 25 years old get upwards of $1 million, they're going to spend it. They're not going to turn around and reinvest it or put it back into another savings bond to keep it going and make it multiply. They're not going to do that. Not these kids these days. No,
Man,
sir.
you know what a wise man told me one time?
Hmm.
He said, here's a difference. It was actually my biology teacher. He said, you want to know the difference between rich and poor people?
Hmm.
Poor people are always looking for something to spend money on, while rich people are looking for something to invest money into that will create them more money.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. One of my clients, man, uh, he's pretty well off. He has a pretty good amount of money.
And man,
The dude,
hey, and this dude said, and man, he always came up in here every day, man. He always came up in there every day, man. And honestly, there were some days he came up in there. You kind of think he might be out from he might, I don't want to say it looked like he was out living on the streets, but I mean, compared to how
yes,
some of them other teachers were dressed, he always came up in there he had same 5 6 t-shirts that he wore, same few pair of pants that he wore, wasn't he said all in all the outfit, he had about maybe a total of about $30 in the clothes that
right,
he wore,
right,
daily. That's
right.
his outfit was worth about $30.
Yeah,
But
it's,
that
that's
he
me, man. I'm t-shirt and jeans and my J's. That's it.
but
That's me.
but hold on. That he probably, I don't know if he ever said this
Hmm.
exactly, but that probably outside of the principal and the APs and maybe a few other teachers,
Hmm.
he definitely, out of the teachers, was one of the top ones, in terms of bank accounts
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
and properties and things like that. That
Yep.
he had a beach house
Right.
that, you know he had several small business ventures, and
Right.
that,
Right.
he went to estate sales all the time. He was
Hmm.
in a lot of rooms, a lot of big rooms, you know,
Right.
and that essentially teaching was, that was just for him to pay his bills.
Right. Yeah. Yep. True indeed. Now this one client that I have, he's like I said, he's pretty well off. Nice house. Even his house may be two windows short of a mansion. And I'm not gonna say it's a mansion, but it's a pretty good sized house. But he does not live like that. You know what I mean? The car that he drives, I think it's like a 1981 Volvo or something that's like that. Still running good too. Runs like a top. And he has one other car. I think it's like a Volkswagen. What you call it? They look like it's one of those little short cars, and it's more like a bragging piece for him. Uh, that Volkswagen Gia, I think that's the name of it. And but he drive that Volvo, and there's no other cars in the garage, man. He got a few bikes in there, and not motorcycles, but like pedal bikes, like bicycles, that type of thing. But other than that, no. I mean, he goes fishing, he goes kayaking, and all that type of stuff, man. But this man has money.
Yeah.
He has money. I
Hey.
mean, I gave him a quote to to service him, and he doubled it. And I said, "Oh, why?" And he goes, "So I can keep you coming back." He said, "It's hard to find people who does the quality of work you do that I lose." So I accepted that, and I told him he didn't have to, but he said he knew, but he still paid me what he wanted to pay me. So I didn't question it. But the thing is, man, a lot of these kids, man, not a lot. That's not what I wanted to go to. I wanted to go to who I just not started following, uh, Dominican Sue. a former NFL player. He has a podcast now, and he was talking about NFL players having the more likelihood of going broke, as opposed to living well off in the earlier years. And he was on talking about how he regret going on to retire because he thinking that uh, he could right now because he said his top year he made like $20 million, and now he's looking at guys like Michael Parsons who's making upwards of 40 million. He thinking he could have got that. He said he retired too early. He said he retired too early, but he has a very informative podcast. Uh, don't remember the name of it. I just started subscribing to him today, but yeah, he's let's see if I can find this thing right quick. Oh, okay. The name of it is No Free Lunch. That's the name of his podcast. He has two of them. No Free Lunch is the one I was watching today. No Free Lunch with Ndamukong Suh, and then he has one that's entitled his name, Ndamukong Suh. But that No Free Lunch is a good one. That's a good one.
Man, there's a lot of people out there that shoot. There's this thing as it's a correlation. There's a lot of people out there that you would look at them and you about think they're homeless, but in
Mm-hmm.
reality they're actually pretty well off. Just they ain't spending their money on their appearance, but there's people that they look like they're worth $1 million, but in reality, all the fucking money they got, is what you're looking at right there.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
And shoot,
Yeah,
their credit is fucked up.
for sure. But it's the mindset you get raised with too. Because I mean, if I was an NFL player, I'm not even gonna lie, man. At a young age, man, making that kind of money, the last thing I'm not gonna say it happens to a lot of people, but the last thing you're gonna be really thinking about is generational wealth, right? Uh, you're thinking about that fast money, and that's why if as a athlete, 18, 19, 20 years old, 20 up to 26 years old, uh, you look at that real money. You know what I mean? Especially if you mess around and get a hefty signing bonus that can actually pay for you a house. You know, you get $1 million signing bonus or 500,000 signing bonus. You know, most kids are not going to do what a Dennis Rodman did or do what Shaq did. You know, go out there buy their parents a house with that signing bonus. Or now I love what Dennis Rodman did. Dennis Rodman went back and took care of one of his teachers that took care of him while he was going up, while he was coming through, as an athlete and high school and all that type of stuff through college. He went back and took care of that teacher. And I think a lot of athletes should follow that mantra, man. I mean, just one teacher. And I know people got upwards of 15 to 20 teachers, professors that help them along the way. But if you go back and help that one teacher, that says a lot. And
Shit,
Dennis Rodman went back and took care of that lady. I think he paid her house off or bought her another house or bought her a brand new Cadillac
I've
and gave
I've always had this saying that you might have a lot of special teachers, and a lot of times you don't even realize it until you're older that a lot of those teachers were special, but a lot of
yeah.
times there's that one that
Mm-hmm.
they just stand above the rest.
Absolutely.
And hey, maybe they push you hard, maybe they pushed you your hardest.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they were the one that actually sought out a connection with you, you
Right.
know. But hey,
Yeah. True indeed. I know every year I had one. Every year I had one. I had one that matter of fact, my ROTC instructor, he was one of them. And my science teacher, Miss Sanders, oh my goodness. She stayed on me like hot white on white, man. I couldn't change class without her, making sure she see me in the hallway going to my next class. Yeah, she was a good one. and she was one that was kept it straightforward with you too, especially around about the women. She kept it straight up. I think she about as bold and as forward as
And I'm gonna tell y'all about I'm gonna tell you about the one that I had. I heard her say this one time. She wasn't saying it to me, but she was saying it to someone else. She
uh-huh.
said, "You don't need a girlfriend. That's trouble." She said, "You need money. You don't need a girlfriend." And then this kid said, "I got money." And then she said, "Okay, and you need to build more money, and you need to
Right.
invest. You don't need a girlfriend. That's trouble."
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that episode of the Cosby Show where uh, Bill Cosby had Theo in his room and was trying to teach him the facts of life and about money, right? And he gave Theo like $200 or $300, to spend for the month, something like that. And this was after he paid his bills. And so Theo was like, you know, I got $300 a month easily. I can spend it on whatever I want. He was like, yeah. So he went through and he was like, he said, wait a minute, you don't have a car. And he took $100 from him. He said he'll catch the school bus. So he took the $100 back from Bill Cosby. I mean, he'll catch the bus. And then he said something about, oh no, he said he'll buy a moped. And it got down to the part where he said, you planning on having a girlfriend? He said, for sure. So Bill Cosby snatched every last dollar out of his hand. Yeah, I thought that was spitting, man. I said, man, he did that one sure enough right. Because a lot of these young men don't understand too. Being in a relationship is a little more than uh just saying that's my girlfriend or that's my girl, that's my woman. Once you get into a relationship, especially once you say I do, a lot of things change. And I think a
Man,
lot of young
well,
men don't get prepared for that.
man,
You know,
hey, if y'all even make it to the point of saying I do, y'all had to have had some very serious, obviously, building.
yeah.
You got to have a foundation to be married now. That's just you can't argue with that.
Well,
But see, a lot of these, and man, especially a lot of these relationships, before they graduate, when they're in high school, before they even graduate, man, it's a
right.
lot of them. And I'll see them. They I mean, look, they're going out on little dates and they're having sex and stuff, and I mean, it's just the thing is they're playing with a lot of fire though, is what they don't realize because
Yeah.
hey, they look one mishap when they're in action, and they're gonna be
Mhm.
stuck with that person for the rest of their life.
Right. Yeah. I think a lot of these couples relationships, they don't have that conversation that needs to be had before they say I do or before they make the decision to get married. I think everybody rides on that how good we look together. They're looking at all the fun times that you're having. But this all comes before real life hits you. All comes before I
Because hey,
do.
when you get married, you're operating as a unit.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people don't recognize that because, like, my wife, one of the strangest things, even though we had that conversation, right? One of the things that I used to do uh, before we got married, I used to come and go as I please, basketball every single day. Uh, outside. This is all outside of work. Didn't have to tell her where I was going. But once I said I do, and she said I do, man, it was like the exorcism. As
Shit
soon as I said,
changed.
yeah, yeah, overnight,
She like you
overnight.
you she like you can't just walk out that door without me knowing where you are.
Right,
Cause,
exactly.
cause, 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 okay. What if you get in some trouble out there? And
Yeah,
and,
and I
and,
don't know where
and, and
you at.
what if you end up in jail? And now
Hmm.
what? Now we're tied up in
Yeah,
legal trouble.
right,
See,
exactly.
see.
And it ain't
Before
just about you
I
anymore.
just call you down at the station, you come, you get me out, and I'll
Right,
deal with the rest.
right, right, right. And we was at war. I ain't gonna say we was at war. We was at odds about that for a while until my first son was born. My first son, he was the one that brought me out of the street. He was the one that brought me out of the street. And it wasn't a matter of, it wasn't like a scary moment. it was just then I realized like, okay, I can't, I just can't be out there, doing whatever. You know what I mean? It got to be a sense of purpose. You know, and and the things that I do, the decisions I make, because it don't just affect me and her anymore, or just me. He's involved now. So yeah, he changed a lot for me. Matter of fact, I think when he turned 20, I think it was on his 20th birthday. Yeah, I told him, I said, you saved my life. He really did. 'Cause otherwise, I would have still been out there in the street doing whatever. They don't tell where I would have ended up at.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, look,
I think JPJ and Rakia, I don't think they ever had that conversation.
well, man, because they were athletes, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
They were
yeah,
athletes. They felt like they didn't have to have that conversation. That the world was theirs.
yeah,
But see, the
exactly.
thing is, even when you feel that way, okay, now you gotta talk about how you're gonna rule that world.
Right, right, right. Now I'm wondering too. Let me ask you this: do you think what happened between with Josh Jacobs is going to affect what happens to Michael Penix when it comes to the NFL?
Well, what do you think, Michael Penix?
Not Michael Penix. I'm sorry, JPJ.
Man, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Well, hey, JPJ's case. Look, at this point, everything is agreed to. That case is
Yeah.
already settled, essentially. Like, hey,
Yeah.
this Josh Jacobs thing just started. So, if anything, I think how the JPJ thing goes out, that will affect how this Josh Jacobs thing goes. It's really the other way around.
I don't know. I don't know because it could be, because it's not like the regular people out here on the street, with domestic case. It's people on the front street now. Now this thing is becoming serious because now we don't have like 3 or 4 cases just this year alone where domestic violence has hit the news, and then it's not just like affecting them; it's affecting the NFL because now the NFL is put on getting put
Why?
on the
Let,
stage.
let, let, let me ask you this. JPJ in at OTAs, and now he doesn't have to be there until mandatory minicamp, but he's not at
Right.
OTAs, and we know essentially everyone else is there.
Right.
Why do you think he isn't at OTAs?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, he can't show up until the league decide what they want to do with his case. I could be
He ain't
wrong.
on no commissioner's exempt list as far as I know.
Yeah. I don't know how that works. I need to research that to be honest with you. But I don't think he can be there. But if it's not mandatory, then he's not going to be there anyway. But I think I'm not sure that he has to wait until to see what the league or even the Falcons, what the Falcons got to do. And I'm pretty sure the Falcons are going to wait to see what the league do, right? So is he going to get the double punishment from the league and from the Falcons? That's going to be the issue. Even if he gets let's just say a 6-game suspension from the league, are the Falcons going to suspend him for some games too, or are they just going to take some money or what? Because I know the Falcons, they're not going to be able to just sit back and they can't and do nothing about it.
They gonna let the
They
league
gotta,
handle it.
yeah. Well, I think no, the Falcons got to do something too.
No, they don't.
Remember,
No,
because
they
didn't
don't.
Ray Rice got gone. Because remember, the league. I mean the Vikings. Was it the Vikings? No, the Ravens.
Well,
They had,
but that was
they had,
that. The Ravens had the choice to do that, though.
yeah, they suspended him. But the
Ron,
league,
Ron, what's going on? Get up in here, Ron.
what's happening, Ron? The Ravens suspended him, and then the league had suspended him too. But then the league got so much slack about what was going on. They went back and opened the case back up and said, okay, look, we can't have it. That's why he couldn't come back into the league. Because the league changed it. Adam Silver, he changed his mind. That's why he couldn't come back, because both of them had suspended him. The Ravens suspended him and the league suspended him. But then the league had thought about it, and they were catching so much slack from it. Uh they had to go back and look. They looked at this thing and was like, okay, no, he got to go. He got to go.
Hey, y'all hit that link.
Yeah,
Y'all
they
hit that
did.
link.
51. Yeah, they his charges weren't dropped. But his that punch on the elevator said it all. Said it all, man. Especially when it hit the social media. Because it wasn't just the police department who had that videotape. The people, I don't know how it got into the social media, but once they couldn't deny that. That wasn't something they could cover up. Now that thing with JPJ, you know, that one didn't hit social media. Nobody had access to it but the police, so they could suppress it and not release it. So there's no telling what went down with JPJ. So if it didn't hit social media, and that I'm not gonna say that's why they waited so long to make a decision on it or whatever, but you know, if it didn't hit social media, they weren't gonna make no big thing about JPJ and how everything went down with him. They were probably waiting to see if it did hit social media.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see that, you know, it worked out for him in a sense. You know, I just hope that, you know, he's able to, you know, learn from this, and hopefully he grow up from it. Because just like Rakia, it's going to be other women that come into his life too, and hopefully he learned from it and not, you know, go down this road again. You know, but some people just never learn. Hopefully he can stay away from Rakia. But now there's a
well, they told his ass, look.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's other. Well, I'm sure they still making him go to anger management, but they essentially said the major point is you need to stay away from her for the next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And look, if we have any win of you're around with her, you're around her ass,
right.
You screwed this up. Ron, yeah. What's going on, brother?
What's up?
Happening?
How y'all been?
Hey man, chilling. Yup.
I think the Falcons will just sit back and just watch what the NFL is going to do.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Then they will go from there.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, he will get 4 games. It started with 6, but they will knock it down to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying he gonna be back for the Baltimore game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. that gonna be a great game for him to come back to.
Yeah.
See, if I can find it right quick, where is that? What they did with people in the past. Let's see, Ezekiel Elliott. You know, he got suspended 6 games for his.
Right.
And that's what the NFL did to him. The NFL. Now, in that incident too, Ezekiel Elliott was never charged in his.
Right.
He was never charged. So he was suspended 6 games for domestic violence.
Right. What I've been reading up on, I read somewhere he should be back July. I'm
July?
not sure.
That's a little early, isn't it?
Right. But I mean, then they will see what the NFL is going to do.
Yeah. If we see him in mandatory camp, I would say he probably missed about maybe at least 6 games. I would say 6.
I don't even think it would be 6.
You don't think so?
No, because 8. No.
Now you got to remember. Now he was charged with his stuff.
Right.
The only thing is, the only reason he got that deal is because this was his first offense.
Right.
So,
My where I finna go with that because they had videos
Uh-huh.
of Ray Rice knocking out his wife.
Right.
They had video of it. Ain't no video of JPJ
There ain't no
doing
video.
anything to her.
That's what they said.
Right, that's what they say.
I think it is. Now,
I mean,
don't get me wrong. There is no video of him hitting her.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Ain't no video
Yeah.
that he touching her.
Yeah.
Now, I look at it, if he was so bad to her, why her lawyers work with him? Work with his lawyers and saying, look, he just might need to go to anger class.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Most time, if you did something to a female, they'll be like, throw the book at that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Still my friend. They'll be like, I don't care what happened to him.
Yeah.
He don't need to be in society if he was so bad.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that all he got just to stay away from her for 12 years. I mean, a year.
Yeah.
I'm not going to jail. I'd be happy with it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I
Right.
still got a career ahead of me. If I choose that. You see what I'm saying? I still will
Yeah.
do what I need to do to get on the football field.
Yeah. I honestly think that I think she dropped those charges, and I could be wrong. I think she dropped those charges because it would, if she hadn't, this whole ordeal would have interfered with her career.
Right.
Because like now she got the modeling career now. She got the marketing career with Mercedes Benz now, and it would happen during the trial. Would happen during the season.
Right, during her season.
Yeah, so it was like I think that would have been too much. You know what I mean? Because she would miss games, she would miss practices, she would miss show dates. So it would literally be money out of her pocket.
Right. If
for me, what made this whole situation bad, and it's just me, what made it bad was it wasn't the fact that they had this argument. It wasn't the fact. It wasn't the stalking. It wasn't the resisting arrest. It was him. It was him taking his car and ramming her car. Right.
Yeah.
Now people say there are people that's going to say, well, that was just a car wreck. No, sir. I mean, you don't hit nobody's car twice.
Right.
And the way it was described was, and this was from a police officer before they made him shut his mouth. He hit her from the back. He got out of his car, went to try to open her door. She took off. He got back in his car. She circled the police station, found a way in, and that's when he rammed her head on.
Right.
So that's what make the whole thing ordeal bad for me, because he could have even from the hit from the back, he could have killed her.
Right.
So, but like I said earlier, I'm glad he was able to work out something where it doesn't like really damage him, that he can actually learn from it.
Right.
It was his first offense. You know, we all men. You know, we make some dumb decisions, especially when it comes to women. So, but the number of games that I think he's going to miss, I think he's going to probably miss 6. And truth be told, he may even miss a couple more just from the Falcons punishment. It all depends on what the Falcons do.
Right. Yeah.
And they may even just prolong his until after the season.
Right.
Or they just might come and get some money. I don't know. But
to me, it comes down to he needs some older dudes around him.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I call them OGs. I had some around me. Man, I was doing stupid stuff. They're like, hey, player, you messing up out here. You messing up your money. You messing up, that would talk to me.
Right.
And in my opinion, he need to go to church.
True that.
He
That much.
need to find a good church that they just see where he is a good dude.
Right.
Look what he doing. He taking these steps and he's showing everybody, look, I'm a changed man now.
Yeah, for sure.
And to me, if you have real people around you that will come off of them onto you.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like I got Smitty around me, I got you, Cowboy, I got Uncle Steve, I got all y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Washington around me. So if I say anything stupid, y'all be like, hey player, no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need that at that age.
Right. Yeah.
You need that. You need somebody to tell you, hey player, come here.
Yeah.
Let me holler at you for a minute.
Yeah. See, when I
You
first
messing up your bag. You messing up your wealth for your family and all that
for
stuff.
sure. Yeah.
So that's what he need right now more than everything. He need God in his life.
Exactly. Now, what's will be even more important to is who's going to be that guy that introduce it to him.
Right.
He's not going to do it on his own.
Right.
He's going to do what the court asks him to do.
Right.
He's going to do the anger management. What was the other thing? It was something else that he said he had to do. He had to write a letter of apology to the Dade County Police Department. He got to do the mental health rehabilitation. What else? It was something else that he had to do. Anger management. Oh, and impulse control.
Right.
He got to take that class. So, and then they were like intense therapy sessions. So, I mean, he's going to do that. He's going to have time to do it. Matter of fact, he's probably already doing it.
Right.
The thing is, to better himself, he got to take them steps outside of that, of those, that stuff that he got to do. You know what I mean? Like if even though he's only required to take 6 months worth of anger management, he got to go a step further. He take a year.
Right.
You know what I mean? Find somebody, like you said, find somebody like a brother that can introduce him to his spirituality side. You know what I mean? And so
somebody need to pull him, be like, let work on you.
Yeah. Right. Because he hadn't learned himself yet.
Right.
He hadn't learned himself yet. He's still young.
You still a child.
Yeah.
You what, 21?
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely speak for myself. I did not even know what my attitude was at 21.
Right.
I didn't know how to think about life at 21.
Yeah.
And nobody not talking about this. I'm surprised in Florida, those police officers did not kill him.
Yeah, I know, right? I think, and you know what? I think I said this on somebody else's podcast too, that I think the only reason they didn't go that far with him is because they knew who they were dealing with.
Right.
When they came on the scene, they already knew who they were dealing with, so there was no need to pull the guns out for nobody, because the way he was acting, it took I think it was 6 police officers to take him down.
Right.
And that was I mean, he put up quite a good fight for a minute, but once they got him under control or whatever, and he probably calmed himself down before they got him in control, because he's a big boy. He probably could have kept that fight going. But they didn't pull out no taser. Nobody pulled out no gun. They knew who they were dealing with. He wasn't a threat, because truth be told, he got a lot to lose.
Right.
Going with that. So at that point, he did grow up.
Right. And I want to know his side. Like, why we had not heard him talk? Like, we heard her talk.
Yeah.
But we did not even hear
the Falcons ain't letting him talk. That's why.
Right. So it was he really that bad, or was he just making up lies?
Not
and honestly, he's gonna have to make a statement about it at some point.
Yeah.
But and see, this is probably the thing, honestly, man. And I kind of hope I don't want the Falcons to do this, but I fear the Falcons are going to end up doing this. I fear the Falcons are going to end up holding him out until he does get a suspension, even if the NFL takes that decision even into training camp. I fear the Falcons are going to do that, and the Falcons are essentially going to. I do fear the fact the Falcons are going to give him an unnecessary punishment. Because at the end of the day, look, you gotta realize something. People screw up, but number one, man, this team ain't in no position to be telling this dude he can't, that he has to stay off the field any more than he needs to stay off the field. That's just my opinion.
Right.
Like,
but knowing how the Falcons are, man, they're gonna hold him off until until the NFL rules on something.
What?
And then he's going to have to start coming in, and he's going to have to do community stuff in Atlanta too.
Oh, for sure. That for sure. Yeah.
Yo,
and they have a lot of his stuff is probably going to have to be on domestic violence based type.
Right.
So he might have to become a public speaker or something.
Right. The same thing with Michael Vick did.
Yeah.
When Michael Vick got his career back on track, to this day, he still goes to different places.
Yeah.
Talking about dogs.
Yeah. Well, making a decision, making the right. Yeah.
He's still talking about, well, I should never did this. I should never did that. My family love dogs. And this is that. Because that's what JPJ got to do. He got to go to female shelters or whatever. Talk about you should not, as a man, you should not put your hand on female or whatever.
Right.
Like, what led him go from LA to Florida in 5 hours?
Yeah.
What she really said to him to make him turn up? That's what I want to know.
She told him to stay that she didn't want nothing else to do with him. Stay away.
You know what's gonna piss me off though about this? If we see them at any point, if we see them at any point back together posting on social media,
I mean,
I don't think they'll get back together like that.
Right. I think it will be down the line, like the whole Ray Rice situation.
Yeah.
He married her.
Yeah.
She married him.
Yeah.
And I said the same thing. I pray to God they don't get back together. What happened?
Yeah. OG.
Hey,
Sometimes,
what's up?
what's up, OG? Sometimes you gotta let people find out the hard way too.
Yeah.
I hate to say it like that.
Well, the one good thing that the Falcons did was brought back what's his name? Kevin
the chaplain,
the player personnel guy. Yeah.
Wow.
They brought him back. So hopefully that'll fix a whole lot of stuff too. And hopefully he'll be that one that reach out to JPJ and kind of like mentor him so to speak.
Right.
But a lot of what he has to do from here forward is actually going to be on him.
Right.
Like he has to get this part of this 6-month ordeal or 12-month ordeal. Get this part behind him.
Right.
And then move on and grow from that. Learn from that. Get on from that. He has to grow mentally and be like, okay, this is not what I want.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, because once if it happens again,
then he
this
done.
situation right here is going to come back to bite him.
And that when the Falcons gonna be like, you know what? Nah.
Yeah, they
we
showed
done
up.
with-
Yeah, they showed up to be done with him then.
Right. They're gonna be like, nah.
Yeah.
You not taking your career serious.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you Ben Roethlisberger.
Well, that's true too. We seen that. And
Ben
I bet you
Roethlisberger.
bit me in somewhere higher than like, please don't talk about me. I bet you bit being somewhere hiding right now. Please, y'all don't bring up my name.
You know they're gonna bring it up. You
What?
know they're gonna bring it up. Because I
Well,
mean, now, especially now that Josh Jacobs is in the news now too,
oh yeah,
they gonna make this thing like big. Because
see, it like I would wait on that to see what Green Bay would do about that, and see what the NFL would do about that
yeah,
before I talk up on that. You see what I'm saying?
now the difference in that is they saying that he strangled old girl though.
Yeah, he choked her.
Yeah, said he choked. So that's a little bit different than what JPJ
Right,
is.
that might be more time. That might be like 8 games,
Yeah.
10 games.
If because I mean strangulation is it ain't much like what Ray Rice did, but that's assault.
Right.
So, it ain't like what Greg Hardy did or
That you know what? After Greg Hardy did what he did, signed with Dallas, then they cut him or whatever.
Right.
And he went to USC. He got his ass whooped.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, about that time.
Yeah.
I was like, hit that motherfucker for me too. Hey, I was like, get that motherfucker. I would have been the Don King of the bunch. Hey, y'all want to see this? You got to pay me $5.
Yeah.
But all joking aside, JPJ really got to pray to God, got to get in church, got to get with older dudes around here. They're not for his money. They teach him.
Yeah.
If you that angry at a female, go get a puncher bag.
Yeah.
Hey, Cowboy.
Yo.
Hey, man. I was seriously thinking about this because I remember the night that they was talking about he was gonna get out. When I found out what his excuse me, when I found out what his mom was, I was like, man, I sure would like to go. If everybody gonna get this guy, I would go get him, and I would and we would drive back, and I would have a conversation with him.
Right.
But with that being said, I know some people inside the organization.
Right.
What do you think about putting together a letter for that guy from fans, just regular fans like us, man, and petition it, and people sign it or whatever, and send him a letter from the fans, an encouraging letter
to JPJ?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that definitely can happen.
Get together, Cowboys. Sure, I'll sign.
Yeah,
from regular Joes like us, man, guys that we talk about it, man. We've been talking about you for hours on the podcast and on content creators and we want you to stay here and we encourage you to look at it from a fan perspective. Yeah, you screwed up. Yeah, you did some things, but he was young, man, and he probably ain't never heard no or get away. And who knows, that might be one of their fetishes, man. That might be one of the little foreplay type things, man. Yeah. And it just got too far.
Yeah,
went too far, just like S&M. Sometimes must get in the S&M and it go too far.
Yeah, because like my sister and her husband got into it, and it wasn't even 6 months they were back together.
See?
Oh yeah,
and they stayed together until she passed away. So, and I think I was saying that earlier too. Like, couples gonna have that gonna have. I ain't gonna say knock down, drag out, because I mean I don't do it. I've never done it, but they're gonna have conversations. But some people have never been introduced to how to de-escalate situations, or how to take that other route, how to take the back seat to a certain situation, compromise and all that type of stuff. A lot of people have never been introduced to that.
Right, but you gotta look at a lot of these young people that feel like if you say something to them, you're being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Now, if I talk to you like that, hey, you need to chill. They'll be like, huh? Then I'll be like, hey, you need to sit the fuck down somewhere. They'll be like, oh,
They understand that.
they understand that shit.
Yeah.
You
Right.
see what I'm saying? It clicked. Hey, I might need to get my shit together.
Yeah.
But if I talk to you like this, hey, come over here, chill. They'll be like, huh?
Yeah.
That's
You
it.
don't,
Man, you soft.
right,
Man.
you soft.
Yeah.
You that. Now, if I say, hey, go sit the fuck down in my living room right there now, they'll be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So,
But the thing is, too, you have to set that precedence too.
right,
You got to set that precedent. But like with me, I'm not that one that I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm gonna give you the chance. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna let you talk to you blue in the face. I want you to get it all out. I want you to get it out.
right,
But once you get it out, I'm not gonna say nothing until you get it all out. Because the more she talk, the more you can see the calm come into her.
right,
So you gotta let her get it out, because most of the time it's all about emotions anyway.
right.
So, but once you get it out, now we're gonna sit down and talk like folk. Because
Right.
if you go back to arguing and all that, no, I'm walking out of your face. Now we ain't gonna talk about it at all.
But
I don't like arguing.
me either. Again, a lot of these young people have not been around older people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta look at it. We all in our 40s and we've been around older people all our lives.
Right.
They
Right.
taught us, you know what, you don't need to do that.
Right.
If you do that, you will burn yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or we've been taught. They don't got nobody to teach some of them. Let me say that. Some of these young people don't got no father figure at home or uncle or granddaddy at home to tell them, hey, you need to do this, this, and this.
Right.
Some of them don't got that.
Yeah. True.
And they don't know how to react to when somebody tell them, hey, dog, chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Okay. They
Yeah.
never been around.
Yeah.
So if you don't got that at home and you go out here in the streets, what do you think gonna happen?
Yeah. For sure.
This will happen.
And they don't have any patience
Right.
either,
You
man.
got
They
to
haven't
have patience.
developed patience.
Their
Because
way.
their parents don't make them wait. That's why that kid flew from San Francisco to Florida,
Right, to
right after
Florida.
the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he had no patience.
All right. Then he went from what? In 5 hours?
He
And the
just jumped on
father
the plane,
called her.
man.
Yeah.
His father called her. Hey, you know that big motherfucker coming.
He coming.
Hey, dog, why you not trying to talk to your son?
That's what he should have been doing.
Right.
Yeah, that was one of the weird parts of that whole situation. That was, I just didn't. I was like, how in the world? And I asked it on the last time we really had an in-depth conversation about this. But
Yeah.
you know, how did that come about? You know, even though they've been together for 3 years and all of that or whatever. Because I was like, shoot, you know, and y'all got on me about it. I said, shoot, I didn't even have my son-in-law's phone number. I ain't really talked to him
Right.
like that. You know.
Like,
You know, I kept my my fingers on my kids. You know, even though they were married, you know, I kept my finger where she was at. I'm gonna hit her phone.
Right.
like
Right.
my family, my auntie, my uncle, you talk to them or you just talk at them. You will get two different response. You see what I mean? My auntie and my uncle raised me. They're like, you either talk to me or you either talk at me. If you talk at me, I might cuss you out.
Oh no. It wasn't.
Right. You see what I'm saying? My uncle like 80 something years old.
Okay.
Look like Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I'm not talking at him.
Mm.
No. He be like, well, Ron, you need to do this, you need to do that. Okay. Then he be like, if you talk at me, you might get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
That old school ass whoop. I like, no, I don't want to do all that. So talk to me, not at me.
Mm. I
So
saw the example. I saw the example from my grandparents on how to handle it. Right? When they got into arguments, I'm gonna say it wasn't really an argument. They got into spats,
right.
Disagreements or whatever. They were up in age, but I saw my granddaddy actually he just sat there and just looked at her, and I could see the look on my grandmother's face while she was airing out, and in the midst of her just airing it out, my grandfather just up and just went over there and just started kissing on her, start hugging up on her.
Right.
And that you talking about something that soothed her. I mean, it got
Like
her,
that.
yeah, just like that, man. And she just, it went from I'm not gonna say cussing out because they didn't cuss at each other like that, but it went from a high level situation to almost nothing, just that fast. So I was like, okay, is it just that easy? So that was my take on it, and how like when me and my wife have a discussion, and I don't want to argue about it because if we go back and forth arguing and yelling about it, man, we ain't gonna hear each other out.
Right.
You know, man. You won't, and you definitely won't be looking to solve. You be looking to respond.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you definitely don't want to, like keep the situation because the longer you do it, the worse. Either you're gonna get worse, or it's gonna get to the point where you still don't solve it, and then it goes into the next day. I'm definitely ain't arguing about it the next day. No.
See, my auntie and my uncle, when they got into it, they did not do it around the kids.
Yeah.
They waited when they were in their bedroom, talk and everything, but in front of the kids and the grandkids, no, they did not do that.
Right.
They wait till everybody go to sleep in the house. Hey, you remember this motherfucker? Blah blah. And he be like, "Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Or she said, "Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm sorry."
Did they ever catch
But
anyone? They ever catch anyone eavesdropping?
Yeah, when they got their ass whooped too.
You didn't play, man. Look,
Right.
one thing you didn't do when we were young, man. You did not get into them grown folk conversations.
Right. Like my auntie and my uncle used to party all the time, barbecues. But when older people come around, they be like, "Hey, y'all go outside.
I got to go.
Y'all got go." Grown people right here, if they be playing spades or whatever,
right?
Y'all got to go outside. I don't care where you go. Get out of my house.
Right.
Grown people. Now, if you eavesdrop that, my uncle give you an ass whooping.
Yes, sir.
He be like, ain't you supposed to be in bed right now? It's 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So,
come over here.
Right. They're like, no. Take your ass to sleep, motherfucker. What wrong with you? So that's how I was raised. And I look at them and how they react, and I brought it into my marriage.
Yeah.
With me and my wife.
Yeah.
I've been watching them for so long. I know what he going to do when he come home.
Right.
He was like, "Look, give me my bill. Let me watch the Braves game." Back in the day, used to come on TBS. I just did 12 hours or whatever. Right. And he would tell my auntie, "Hey, wait till everybody goes to sleep, then we will talk."
Yeah.
That's what they did. So I brought that to my relationship, my marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And when people are at my house, and I'll be like, "Honey, what's up?" She'll be like, "Oh, we the wait." I'm like, "All right." Wait till everybody leave company, then she'll tell me, "Hey, well, this motherfucker did what?" I'm like, "Why you didn't tell me that?" Well, I don't know how you're going to react to stuff. So I just wait till people go to tell you. But
She saved you from yourself.
right, you saved me from myself.
Right.
Me, I'm not no disrespect person, but till you take me there.
Mm.
If you take me there, then I will get rich on that same level. But if you calm trying to talk to me, then I will talk to you. Calm. Yeah, you did this. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Don't come back to my shit.
Mm.
But I be calm with it. So that's how I am.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But times have changed so much, man. It's sometimes being that person, man. Well, you have to monitor your circle, but at the
Right.
same time, man, it's just hard, man, especially out in public, man, to live by them standards, man, because
Right.
because people, man, just once the conversation takes a left turn, and you try to let's get back on track. That whoever it is, they don't want to get back on track.
Right.
They ready to crash out.
Right. See,
Shit, we
that
were talking earlier about that too, about crashing out a lot now and the rise of crashing out.
Yeah. Yeah.
to me, you gotta pick your battles.
Yeah.
You cannot crash out on everybody. You gotta pick your battle. When to crash out.
There's a time. There you go. There you go.
A
It's a
time
time to
and
crash
place.
out
Right.
and a place. Yeah.
And place. In my in-laws here, nah, I'm not finna crash out in front of my in-laws. What? My mother-in-law, she will a player coming. I'll be like, yeah, what's up, mama? Oh, you did this one? This how you get there? Ma, I'm not trying to hear that right now. She be like, look, motherfucker. Look, motherfucker. My mother-in-law so cool, so laid back, but she really torn up.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate on that crashing out, right? Y'all was saying that it's a time and a place for it.
Right.
Like if you are a grown person, mature person, it should be no such thing as crashing out.
Yeah, true.
If respectfully, if you grown and you crash out because let's just say you at Popeye's restaurant and somebody comes up, and cuts your line in front of you,
Right.
and you grown, you crash out, that situation will escalate to a level
Like
that
You,
right. So
you are right,
like-
cowboy. You're right. But see,
Right, 'cause I mean-
here's the thing. A lot of us up on this panel. There's times and places where we try our best to contain our emotions, but there might be some times where, look, someone might do something. It may not be worth it, but at that time, it might just set us off.
yeah, true indeed.
But
What's your definition of crashing out, cowboy? Maybe let's get the definition of that from each person. You first.
You escalating a situation that you can easily walk away from,
right.
or it's not like Chandler just said, that's not worth crashing out over. Because the simple little crash out, let's just say somebody that had the worst day of their life they could have at work, right? They come in, and let's just say they didn't notice that they cut in front of you,
Right.
but you crashed out over that. And that person who had the worst day of their life they could ever have at work, they're gonna match your energy instantly.
Right.
And now here you go, both of y'all are at each other's throat, not even recognize that the person just made a simple mistake and just cut in front of you.
Right.
So I mean, like let's just say if somebody disrespected your wife, somebody messing with your kid, self-defense. I don't even consider that crashing out. I just think that's just handling business, But
Like
anything that can, if you had a kid soccer game, if you had a kid social event, whether it's basketball, football, you know,
See,
crashing out. You know what I mean?
right?
You don't like something somebody said. Well, you don't like something somebody did. You know, if it doesn't do nothing to you physically,
right,
or like I said, you on a self-defense of your kid, or somebody disrespecting your spouse. I mean, you do what you do, but that term crashing out, man, is and we've seen the examples of it, right? We've seen it at the graduations, we've seen it at people's weddings, we've seen it at funerals. That's crashing out, right? Like the one I saw the other day, man. These people crashing out because they didn't get to sit on the front row at the burial site.
See,
I mean, I could care out. Now, me, I stand up, you know, but at the same time, all the people that should be sitting down are the elderly folk.
right.
You know what I mean? But we got young people that were crashing out literally.
But again, they were not taught. Hey, respect your elders. Hey, if you do this, if you see an older lady on the bus and she pregnant, and you young, get up. You young. She an older lady and pregnant.
Yeah.
Get her that seat.
Yeah. Oh, that don't happen no more.
Right, it don't happen because you gotta look at the people that taught us. They gone now. They gone. We the OGs, and the kids don't want to listen to us. Now I definitely look at you.
But you know what though? We dropped the ball on that.
Right.
We did that, and like the ones we dropped the ball on, now they got kids.
And they be at the club with their kids, and I
wish I would catch myself at a club hanging out with my
Man,
kids. You know,
hey, check this out. I've seen this one mama. She was a teen mom. She just actually graduated, and I'll give her credit. I actually kind of know some of her family. I'll give her credit. You know, she has stepped up. She had, you know, she does have her own. She's 18. She has her own place. You know, she's taking care of her son. So I'll give her credit. But also, man, these past few nights, and I was granted she graduated high school, but at the same time, as we know, she made a decision. I don't think the father is in the picture either. So, you know, single mom, raising a little. It's a little boy, I think. But the thing is, she's been posting the last few nights about how she's at the club. She's twerking at the club, you know. And I'm thinking, who's watching your son?
Right.
But you got again, ain't no OGs around. Like we dropped the ball.
Yeah.
My nephew used to fight at school all the time because they were bullying him.
Right.
So me and my wife, we went up there. We're like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I told my nephew, "Look, let people hit you. Then you tell the teacher. If the teacher don't do nothing, tell somebody else.
Yeah.
If they don't do nothing, come tell me and your auntie. We go out there. We will fight your battles."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I'll tell y'all how I was raised. My dad never told me don't go tell no teacher. He said you never throw the first punch, but if they punch you don't tell a teacher. You then you finish the fight, and then I'll come up there and deal with it.
Yeah. Well, and this is over here in Douglasville. My thing is, you know, they got this thing where now if it's a fight, that both parties get suspended.
They got
automatically.
I don't believe in that, right? Because like I tell my sons, and if they follow these steps, if they follow those steps, I will completely stand by them. I will go to bat for them, and I will fight for them. You know, they tell that individual, like Ron said, you know, tell that folk, you know, leave them alone. Leave me alone. Hey, look, I ain't messing with you. I don't want these problems. Leave me alone. Right. If that don't work, you go into the up to the front. You gonna tell your instructor, whoever in the classroom. If that don't work, then you go to the principal's office. You walk out of that class. I don't care what that teacher say. You walk out of that class and you go straight to the principal's office nonstop. Don't go to the counselor's office. Don't go see no secretary. You go to the principal's office and you tell the principal what's going on. And if that principal don't do nothing, you commit whooping their ass.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
Right.
Look, my son, of course, my middle son, he missed that step. All my other sons always did that.
So forget that. I definitely whoop their ass.
Yeah. You commit to whooping their ass because that's the only thing that's gonna stop them, you know.
Right.
Because if the adults don't do anything, what make you think that kid's gonna stop? Now, in that situation, one of the situations where my son actually followed those steps, the kid that was messing with him actually ended up going to jail.
See?
He ended up going to jail. Now, my son stayed out of trouble with me because he did what he was supposed to do.
Right.
He did it the exact way. But even though he ended up having to kick that kid's behind anyway,
Right.
after he done told the principal. So when they tried to suspend him, I said, "Oh hell no!" I went straight to the school board.
You see.
I explained to them exactly what happened.
Right.
And they ended up having to put my son back in school the next day. But they were trying to suspend him for 10 days. I'm like, "Oh no, my son didn't start the fight. He ended it. He did it exactly what he's supposed to do." And the adults in that school that you guys hired failed to do their job. And now y'all want to punish my son because your adult that you guys hired that we pay for didn't do what they supposed to do.
But you gotta look at it like this. Is they really grown mentally? Like, just because you older doesn't mean you grown mentally.
Mm-hmm.
They were there for the paycheck, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Some people just say, "Oh, I'm 49 years old," but mentally you 12 years old.
You got some people around like that.
Yeah.
But
No,
see,
you do 100.
But see, the point I was trying to make was that I've been angry in sometimes in my day. I mean, really, really angry.
Right.
But once I had gotten to the point, I mean, when I chose to change my life and just try to go in a different direction, I didn't ask God to give me wealth. I wanted patience and wisdom.
Yeah.
That's what I asked for. Man,
Right.
just give me patience and wisdom, because I figured if I use those two effectively, the rest will come with it.
Right.
So I can't imagine being that so angry that I couldn't talk to myself out of doing something dumb 5 hours later.
Ooh.
I
have.
At least, no, it's longer than 5 hours. Probably was like 8 or 9 hours later. There's nothing that can happen that I could think of right now that 8 hours later I would have the same energy
You see.
as when that incident initially happened. Because it's been some times when I was getting ready, when I got in my car and I was driving to the situation, if it was at least an hour away, by the time I got there, man, I was almost not even mad anymore.
Right.
So I'm just thinking, what makes a person be angry that long?
Just 5 hours.
And yeah, just to get there. And then once they get there, they got to go through this whole process of getting to where this situation is, and then they still act out on that level.
Yeah.
The
So
why
too.
why I said, what did she say to him on the phone through the text? She
I
had
just
to
don't. She had to say something, bro.
right. She had to rub it in. Look, motherfucker, I'm dating this. And
She might have told him she got a dude up in there. You know how they do.
Right. Hey, I got a dude in here, blah, blah, blah. He doing this to me.
I got company.
Right, I got company.
There you go. And that right there tear your nerves all to
Right.
pieces, bro.
You like, oh, man, you just were hanging out the other day.
Yeah.
Oh no, I paid that rent.
Right. I pay your rent.
$500. You owe me $7,500.
Right. So it like that's why I said, what are the messages that she sent to him?
Mm-hmm.
She
Exactly.
had to say, "Oh, motherfucker, you ain't shit," or
You
blase,
know,
blase.
blase blah. You know.
oh, he doing this to me. Well, you could not do.
I'm
You know
telling
what
you,
I'm
man.
saying? You know how young females is.
There's no way that you flew from San Francisco to
Right.
Florida, got from the airport. Maybe it was 8 hours later, man. There's no way that you still mad of what you was thinking about yesterday.
And
It had to be some current events going on.
yeah, that brings about a good point. You know, you on a 5 hour trip,
Right.
trip, right? At some point, you on your phone, you looking at Instagram videos, Facebook
There you
reels,
go.
and you laughing. You chilling. You laughing. You relaxing. You taking a nap, and you mean tell me you did all of that because I know you just didn't took that long ride in your phone in your pocket. So, and you still got that. You mean tell me you did all of that? You still mad? Like D30 said, with this frown on your face, and you get there, you have to make yourself get back to that level to be
Right.
that. You know what I mean? So
There was no alcohol involved. They talked about no
Right.
alcohol and
Yeah,
nothing. This
it
dude ain't even
could-
take a drink on the plane.
Right. It could be anything. She could been sending him shit. Hey, you ain't shit, motherfucker. You blah 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 blah. And he like, oh really? You got a man in the house. Oh really?
Okay.
Okay.
And I just paid that rent. Okay.
Like, shoot,
I mean-
I'll come show you can really put some stuff down.
Right. I'm this dude. I'm that dude. Bam. He be at her front door. Bam. He be at her car door. Because
And she want to go crying to the police.
right. She feed it into it. So
'Cause I
that
know I
let
done
me
been in
know
the-
where she at.
I done been in a situation like that.
Me
And the
too.
worst thing that I did was a drive-by. I just wanted to see the dude car in the yard.
Right.
You know what I
If
mean?
you see a red Lexus out there or Ferrari or whatever,
I went on back home, man. I went home.
I mean, I just saying she
So
could.
I got to get myself together.
Yeah.
She could play a bit role. She could instigate the way the man crashed out. The one I'm saying, we just heard her side. We did not hear his side.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't hear his side because hopefully he somebody said something to him before.
Right.
You know what I mean? When he got a chance to make his phone call, somebody probably told him, "Hey, look, don't say absolutely nothing."
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if he, who I think he is, he probably would have said some things that they could have used against him.
Right.
So yeah, don't even say what happened. Don't even say how you got. Don't say nothing.
Right. I guess his lawyers, when he talked to his lawyers, they're like, hey, don't say nothing on those phones.
Yeah, don't say nothing.
Matter of fact, they probably gave him another phone. They probably
Right.
gave him another phone as soon as he got in that black Suburban.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't
like,
call
hey.
your mama, don't call your daddy, don't call nobody.
Don't you call nobody.
Right. So
You ain't talking to us.
so it like again, can a person get that mad? Yes. I've been that mad when I was young.
But not for that long though.
Yes.
For that long?
Yes.
What?
You mad for 10 hours?
Yes.
Good
Dang.
God Almighty.
Yeah.
And it was dealing with my ex-wife. The same thing. She was cheating. I caught
Now that'll have, yeah.
me. I keep it 100 with everybody. All I ask for, don't lie to me. So she was telling her peoples one thing, but telling me another. She told her mama different stuff about me. So I went to the dude's house. I seen her there.
You
I like you just were with me at the crib.
Yeah.
I was finna choke the fuck out of him. Then his uncle came outside, said, "Dog, if you kill my nephew, you going to prison for the rest of your life."
Mhm. I don't know, man. I remember, like the only time I ever got like so mad like that, it was like most time I did that, it was almost I ain't gonna, yeah, I might as well say it was almost instant, you know, and it wasn't like crashing out, but I was defending my wife too, so um, but just to be crashing out, for no reason, nah, that's like when I was in high school, man. This girl, we had an argument, and when I saw her face, that I knew the level she could take it to. I didn't say another word back to her because I knew, like if she had did or said anything else, I was gonna get to that level with her. But I didn't want to be that person, you know.
Right.
And like uh, my high school teacher, Miss Sanders, it was right outside her classroom. And when she came out there, only thing she could see is this girl, Casey. She wilding out. I mean, that was the first case of experience of crashing out I ever seen. So and it was over something minute. It wasn't nothing like really nothing to crash out over. But
Right.
she ended up getting in trouble and all that type of stuff. I didn't have to say anything. And that's how Miss Sanders became like the school mom for me. So but yeah, man, like sometimes, man, that crashing out, man, can come back to hunt you. I
Right.
mean,
It
it can actually be your downfall or
right.
destroy the. You may have even had reason to crash out, but because of the way you do it, somebody might look at it and be like, "Okay, you the bad person."
Right.
You know what I mean?
Uh,
Especially like in that case where I wouldn't say nothing back to her. I was just looking at her. You know, that type of thing.
Like my pops told me. He told me about my ex-wife. You know she a hoe, boy. I was like, what? I just got off of work. I was working. This is it.
There you go.
I came home, finished shower, go to my ex-wife's house. Boy, you know she a hoe, boy. She might be over there with the next dude. So that got me heated already. You see what I'm saying? I like I started to believe what my pops telling me. Well, she might be she not picking up the phone and blah blah blah. I took the bus. I was in Decatur, took the bus, then got on the train, then went to Memorial Drive. Called her with another dude. I said, damn, my pops told me this shit. He told me this shit.
Hey, remember when I was saying that us men we'll do some crazy
We,
stuff.
we do crazy shit.
We'll hear the advice and still won't hear it.
Right. Still walk I still went over there. I came in, his pants were on the floor.
Oh man,
I came through the back door.
that's crazy.
We had sliding door. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? He ran out.
Yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
like, no, no, don't run out now.
Don't run now. You hear
Don't
me?
run now. And she ran out with her. I said, you live here. Why you running out? You live
Hey,
you
don't run now.
your home. Why you leaving?
Why you running?
Well,
because you came in there in another man's house. He didn't know what you had with you.
Yeah.
right.
Shoot, I would have left too.
And,
Unless I had something with me.
Right.
and the messed up part the messed up part I had to sleep there that night because that was the last bus coming through in Atlanta.
Oh man.
I had to sleep there that night. And she didn't come back in. She was gone all night long.
I bet. I bet.
At 4 o'clock in the morning, I left. Then she called my phone. Oh, why you leave? I'm like, look, I'm not gonna go through this bullshit with you no more. My pops told me you was a hoe.
Wow.
I should have listened to him. Once again, me being young, dumb, and full of calm, I ain't gonna listen to him.
Right. Right.
I'm like, oh man, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. He's like, when I got home the next at 5 o'clock in the morning, he like, oh, did you find what you were looking for? I said, yeah. How did you know? Well, sir, I know this. I've been around the block. So yeah, I crashed out, and all I told her, you don't got to lie to me.
Mm-hmm.
You could have told me from the jump.
Hey, I know y'all. Look, I'm gonna tell you why I know things have changed a lot. And Cowboy, you probably can co-sign to this. I remember back in the day, you knew when the guy was having problems, them type problem with a female. First thing they do, boy, they lose about 10 or 15 pounds, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna get in shape, boy.
Boy, lose
Mm-hmm.
about 10 or 15 pounds, man. He going through.
Right.
But now, man, y'all young bucks, man, y'all don't lose no weight because y'all ain't worried about it. Y'all ready to go crash out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all ready
Now,
to put, we
I,
sit back and suffer and learn from it.
now I'm too old for that shit. I'm finna
Yeah.
be 44 in July. I'm too old for that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, y'all, you got it. I, I don't want to be laughing at you. Hey, you got it, dog.
Yeah, not me, man. I knew I can't do it.
I can't do it now. My knuckles been too much pain over the years anyway. Arthritis ain't no joke, boy. When you get older. Shit, I used to fight all the time.
Now, shoot, I will say there was a one time I was fucking around with this one bitch, and you know, I was kind of under the suspicion she might have been with another dude. This was what about maybe year and a half, 2 years ago, and so I called it off with her, and then about a few weeks later, I saw her with this dude on social media. So I'm just like, hey, you know, case in point.
I see.
Just,
Yeah.
but I didn't
Yeah.
I,
crash out over it or anything. Just
I've been married to my new wife almost 17 years now.
Okay.
And I had not had to crash out. Though me and my wife, we both don't like the fuss.
you
That's
Like,
listen, man. You marry someone, you should not have to crash out at them
right.
or anything that
See,
they do.
my wife know me like back of her hand. Like I know my wife like the back of my hand. She know what I think and she know me by the book, what I trying to say. And if I fucked up, she would tell me, "Run, you fucked up."
that's
She
what you
would,
want her. That's what you want her to do.
right, that's what I want her to do. But she will also tell me, "Hey, it's not your fault, dog. He deserved that ass whoop." She be telling me straight up.
Right.
No, and I could respect that. That's why I love her even more. Does she be real with me? A lot of people don't be real with you.
Right. Right. Right.
A lot of people tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. They're two different things.
And that's the thing. That's the thing that needs to happen with JPJ.
Right. That's why I say where the OGs at. Where the real people around him.
Yeah.
They need to tell him, dog, you need to chill the fuck out.
You need to chill out.
You
Enjoy life.
need
You rich. You go enjoy.
right, you can have any female out here. Yeah, it hurt right now, but wait till later on.
Right.
You will get by this.
That's why some regular Joes need to talk
Right,
to him,
right. You
break it
need a
down for him.
regular Joe in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I put him on some game, boy.
Like, even my sister-in-law, she would tell me, run. Man, I fucked up, run. You fucked up, dog.
You messed up, man.
You messed up. And that's what I expect my in-laws to do.
Mm-hmm.
Even my family in Atlanta, they would tell me, "Ron, you fucked up." You
Yeah, because
need
all he was doing was manipulating him. For him to
right.
be that mad that long, like you said, Ron,
He,
there was some
she
conversation
she
from the
had to
time
pick
he
up
left San Francisco
right.
to the time he saw her at that red light.
She had to say, "Yeah, I got this dude in my house. We been Oh yeah, well, okay, I'll be there." I for real. A dude jumping not cash out for no reason.
Not
It
after no 8 or 9 hours he did.
right. She had to feed into it. She had to be like, "Well, I know how to push his button.
Mhm.
I know what to say to him. Watch this."
That's what I'm
And
talking about, that manipulation, man.
like some females think that funny. Some female they laugh at that shit. They like that shit.
Yeah,
Well, that's what.
and I'll be honest with you too. The ones that laugh at it and you know they do all that stuff. They're the ones that don't
Right,
realize how serious it could be. And
right.
honestly, just to be completely blunt with y'all, sometimes those are the females that they need the fist to hit the bridge of their nose.
I don't know, man.
Hey,
Man, he
I,
could have fought fire with fire on that deal, man.
but again, she had to. If she would have said, "You know what? Don't even say nothing to him at all," she should have blocked him. You can block people on Facebook.
Yeah, she
Man,
did though.
now you just said a mouthful right there.
Yeah.
She never had no restraining orders on him. She could have
Right,
already had him up there.
right.
She could have completely blocked that dude.
So again, what she said to get him to that point.
Hey, but that's the thing though. She did block him. The problem that's where the aggravated stalking come in. Man. It wasn't just stalking; it was aggravated because
Right,
she did block him, but he had started calling her friends and was trying to reach her that way. And then
Man, if I really want to get away from somebody, man, I'll change my number or
yeah,
I'll do something. I
yeah,
ain't answering no phone.
yeah.
I go. They got money, man. I go get me another phone. If I really, really, I mean really
that's what I
committed
said.
to getting away, there are means and ways
Yeah,
to do
I
that.
agree.
And I would have I would have had some paperwork on his hind part.
But she probably thought that he would probably just like, you know,
Thought he was joking.
take it for what it was.
No, no, I don't play with people, man. When I
Yeah,
see you
no,
not gonna do it the way, when I see you not gonna do it the way that I want to do it,
But
I'm finna,
again,
I'm finna, I'm finna kill an ant with a sledgehammer. And then
but
I'm serious. I'm gonna overdo it. I'm gonna
right,
have
right.
restraining papers. I'm gonna
right,
give me a little burner phone. I'm gonna do everything in my power except move out of my house
Yeah, yeah.
against you. So when you do come and I make that 911 call, oh, you going to jail, big dog.
right. So
You
again,
going to jail.
what he said to him to get him that mad from for 5 hours. 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
He was in LA or San Francisco or wherever. Make this man fly from that place to Florida. She had to say something to him. Oh yeah, this dude doing your job. You know, just teasing the man, JPJ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Playing with his emotions.
right, playing with the man emotion. You know how the man feel about you. Why you doing this? So they let me know she a little mental in herself. She,
Yo, shout out to Blackberry. Just like Blackberry said. He said, man, sometimes you just gotta sit back and she'll miss him and she'll call him, hey big head.
right,
Once you hear hey big head, you know you back in there.
Back in,
right. Just sit back, relax. You know
Hey
she was
big
coming
head.
out.
What you doing, big head?
Right,
Hey,
Chilling.
you want to come over here, big head?
right.
I'll be
You,
around there in a minute. I'll be around in a minute. You want me to
I,
stop by the store?
nah, I, I,
About
I,
the road.
I got some dinner ready for you.
Right. So again, what she said to him.
But see,
Yeah,
like you said though, nobody gave him the game though, because
right.
the position that he's in, he could have fought fire with fire on that.
Right.
Man, he could have called one of them
Right.
girls that been trying to get up with him and be
Right.
like, "Look,
Hey,
you
can
know, I'm
you
going through right
tell
now.
her holler at me?
Let's hang out."
See what I'm missing from a female point of view.
Yeah, I just need to hang out,
Right. I need to hang
get
out.
my
I need to take
mind
my
right.
mind off of shit. You see what I'm saying? But again, no OGs around here. If my father calling my ex and telling her, hey, that crazy motherfucker coming, I don't get on him. Why you ain't tell me that?
Right.
Why you ain't tell me to sit my black ass at home?
That's what I'm saying, man. Something, and that's why everything went the way it did. And he had some females on that legal team. So
Right.
they getting down on some female energy. So they already done told him, said, look, we gonna holler at old girl. We gonna let her know we know what time it is. And we gonna let her know how we gonna argue this thing. Cause like you saying, Ron, they might have told her that. Said, look, we got the record. We see where you talk to him.
Right. We see
We got the
everything.
transcript.
Right. We see everything you said to the man. Then
And the
say,
man told you, man might have told you, I love you. And
right.
when he told you that,
She
please
might,
don't please let me come by.
right. The lawyer might have said, you know what, we seen everything you said to JPJ. Oh, you don't want to go to court now. Oh, really? Wow, you don't want this to get out to the public.
Yep.
So that's why I think she jumped so fast to tell the her lawyer, hey, yeah, he need your annual classes. So, if they would have went to trial, everything that she said to him, the whole world would have seen it.
Yeah. But that's the day, cause back in the day, it wouldn't have went like that though.
Bingo.
Back in the day, they would have been like, we don't care what she said to you.
Right.
If y'all had broke up, you ain't had no business going over there.
Right.
And that's just old days. But now, everything, man, everything is important.
David, his lawyer be like, hey, Judge, she said so and so, so and so, so and so. The other man doing this to her and doing that to her, just feed it to him.
Because
Some
back in the
female
day,
like that shit. Some female, I finna see how far he either take it.
and back in the days, man, if you wasn't married, you really didn't have no boyfriend and girlfriend when it came to this type of stuff. Didn't even really matter in the court of law.
Right.
As far as relationship, they'd be like, "Well, y'all not married, are you?" Nope. They'd be like, "Well, hey, man, you shouldn't have went back over there."
Right.
Yep.
There you go.
That's how it used to be.
So again, what she said to him to make him fly from wherever he was to Florida. She had to say something. I don't think she said, "Oh, I love you. You my everything."
Wow.
No.
And that's probably why she left the house, because she told that dude, whoever was over there, said, "Look,
Right.
you
The
got to
crazy
go.
motherfucker coming.
You got to go."
Right. You better hide, motherfucker. Hide. Get under the bed.
Hey, hey,
uh,
you don't think Pops was over there, do you?
Hey, hey, never know. Never know.
Pops could have been.
Right.
Talking
never
about Pops
know.
called.
Man, you say you
Pops
hey,
there.
You saying Pops might have wanted some action?
No,
Right.
Pop was already getting some.
I was already that thing.
So never
Yeah.
know. He tell her, hey, that crazy motherfucker coming. Oh yeah? Really?
Oh, hey, well, then hey man, she lucky she left that house, cause you think that boy was off the
That might be
chains?
why she left.
That boy, you think that boy off the chain? Then just imagine how off the chain
Right.
he would have been.
Look,
He found
man.
out that
Look.
his girlfriend about to become his new stepmama.
So
Hey,
never
man.
know. Again. What
No,
if
that
he
was pillow talk.
Dad called, hey son, come
hey,
over here and meet your new mama. Then he walk up in there, they together on the
Oh, no, he
couch.
wasn't gonna never do that. No, he wasn't gonna never do it like that.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
the old school, he was just, hey man, old school was just doing a tender thing. You know,
right.
she wasn't nothing but a tenderoni to him.
A tenderoni.
Yeah, that's all.
She
He wasn't
ain't
no.
nothing. And you be like, how you know? Well,
Yeah,
hey, we see it happen all the time.
you know,
Once
everybody was saying that old boy called his daughter. I mean, called yeah, I'm
oh,
gonna say call his daughter-in-law, whatever you want to call her, and say he coming over there. But hey, man, that might be what they found out. That call was never made. That was some pillow talk.
right.
He might have got a phone call say, "Look, James Jr. going to Florida."
Yeah.
You know, his mama might have called that mother and said, "Look, James Jr. going to Florida. I don't
Right.
know what he's gonna do."
And while James Senior, he already going to town up in there.
But look,
Who
think
knows?
about it. Think about it, cowboy.
Yeah.
If your son going to do something that potentially gonna get him in trouble,
Mm-hmm.
you might call the female, but you're gonna call your son too now.
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna be
Right.
on him.
I would call him, hey, player, bring your black ass back to the house.
Yeah, I'm on him.
Right.
I'm on him.
Then
I'm
he
here to tell you,
called
man.
her.
I ain't never said it on a daytime podcast, but since it's after dark, I just threw that out there.
Yeah. That's about right though. That's about
Hey,
Might have-
that's why I call Atlanta
if you really
Falcons
trying to
after
save
dark.
your son, you gonna call your son, not her.
I don't care if me and my son wasn't on good terms in
Yeah,
a situation like that.
Yeah.
If you call that female, you could have called your son. You could have called your child.
blow your
So-
son's phone up.
Right. That let me know again where the OGs, who the OGs in his family.
Oh, he was trying to Pop was trying to get in where he could fit in. That
Fit
was
in.
Pop, man, look, Pop.
Hey.
Cause look, he wasn't in San Francisco.
Hey, check this out. We done seen what a mama look like. We know them type of women that Pop's apparently into. Hey, did y'all see that one post where Kia she
Yeah.
posted herself on Instagram? Man,
Dude,
she had that one outfit on. It looking like I don't know if she's trying to be a naughty schoolhouse teacher or what. But very skimpy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, we don't know all the details. We just
Tell you,
heard
man.
from her side. Oh, I feel for my life. Oh, okay.
Come on,
you
man.
feel for your life, then why you tell your lawyer to tell her, hey, we don't want to go to court.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel
And
for
then
your
you get rid of the little restraining order that you
right.
did after the fact.
So the man saying, what she had to say to him, the man he asked for food.
Hey, cause look, check it now. Senior and Junior look exactly alike.
Right.
Okay.
They look exactly. I mean, when I say they look exactly, they look like twins, bro.
I'm gonna have to
Hey,
look that up.
Let me see. Let me see.
Oh,
if I
that's
can-
right. It was at the he was at the draft party with him, wasn't he?
Right.
I mean, yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
And
And
guess
she
who
was
was
there
and
too.
who was there and who was there also.
She was there too.
So every time she at somewhere, he there.
Right.
And when he ain't there, she ain't there.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Let's
So-
read between the lines on that.
So again,
But
let's see me. My grandparents used to watch Matlock and shit like that.
yeah,
I was like, well, let your
still watch
trial
it.
there.
Still watch it.
Right. Let your trial there. I got all that information in my phone. I'm finna give it to my lawyer for make you look stupid.
Right. Yeah.
To prove to the court and to the public, I'm not this dude who y'all think I am.
Right.
Who she making me out to be. I got all the messages in my phone.
Yeah.
Case closed.
Yeah.
And some of them calls might have been from senior.
Right.
It may have been.
So again, what she said to him. What? Oh, you ain't shit, motherfucker. You a black motherfucker. You know that man love you. You know that man crazy. Oh, I got that other dude in my bed. He doing something where you cannot do. She feed it into it.
Cowboy. He next to that boy mama on draft night, right? His daddy.
Oh, that
Let's see.
black hat.
Hold on. I'm trying to see if
I'm trying to look too.
no. He was on the back row.
It was on the back.
Rakia was sitting right next to JPJ, and then his mama was on the other side, and dad was on the back row on the second row.
Who was that?
That was his mama in the black.
Yeah, both of them wearing black.
Wait a minute. Who dad sitting behind?
Dad sitting behind mama. Dad sitting directly behind mama. Yeah.
Yeah, Pop.
I mean, that's that reverse psychology stuff, man.
Right.
I'm gonna sit on this side over here. That's like sit on the opposite side of the couch. Yeah, I'm gonna sit, but y'all all the while y'all just came out of the bathroom doing the do.
Right. We know y'all funky. We just smell it.
Oh man, I ain't messing with y'all, man. I ain't messing with y'all.
What's up? Again.
Hey, you look. She gonna say, hey, you think it was your money that got me that nice car. But
Y'all see that?
Actually,
Let's hear it. I mean,
see Dad over there in that number 27 Tennessee jersey.
That's him.
Even the
dad. That's his dad.
Yeah.
They look good, man.
Oh yeah.
Dad,
hey, 20s right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pop think he a young buck, man.
Oh yeah. Hey, you can already tell, bro. He trying to get that young cat action.
Hey man, Pop got game.
Nah,
yeah, Pop, I can look at him, boy. Pop got game, boy.
Yo.
Pull up that picture at draft day.
Yo. Draft
Pull
day.
that picture up.
They go that one on draft day right there. Hold on,
he's sitting directly behind his son, looking like a young buck.
Yeah.
What's his dad? Probably in his 40s.
Probably.
Early 40s. Depending on when he was born.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, there's not one thing for sure. There's not a real good picture of his pop nowhere.
Hey, we done seen Mama done shown herself to the entire world.
Pop probably got a bench warrant out there somewhere.
Pop like shit. Yeah, I don't want to be in front of the video camera.
They probably got something on him for probably some drug charges from years back.
Hey man, Pop's like, hey man, don't y'all take my picture, man. I got a bench warrant out here.
Either that or just like you done said, he got something to hide.
Right. So again,
hey, look, you know that girl just tore her ACL, right?
Yeah.
She gonna
need. Man, she went through the ring after that, man. She got traded.
She gonna need someone there with her to help her with her recovery.
Who tore ACL? Rakia?
Rakia.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
She gonna need
Yeah,
someone
she
there to
gone.
help her with her recovery.
Hey,
And hey, the court's done
Check.
said it can't be JPJ.
Hey, check it. That's gonna look. I hate to say it. I'm not even gonna say he gonna do it, but that's gonna be JPJ calling to check in on them, check to see how she doing. And he,
Nah,
Thanks for
it ain't
checking on
gonna.
me,